Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, TU hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Humble bragging.
I slept great until I got up this morning at my accustomed time of 3:45 to get ready for this extravaganza.
Bitter jealousy.
We've been working together for 9 years.
That's true. That's true.
9 years, and a lesser stag has caught your scent.
And timeless Friday traditions.
I'm like, let's go. Let's get the party started. I'm ready to go.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, you made it. Weekend right within our grasp. Hope it's been a good one. We give you the chance on a Friday to get everything off your chest, heading off into the weekend. It's a tradition unlike any other. Is It Just Me Friday, where you come at us on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1043, Denver Sports YouTube channel. Give us your opinion in the form of, is it just me? And we want plenty of opinion, humor, and heavy on the snark. And that is what we are looking for. I know what you're all looking for. You're wondering. There's snow on the ground. There's snow in the air. Did Brandon Stokley make it into work today? Did he make it down the driveway from Mount Crumpet? Or is he tucked in, nice and warm and safe, wearing his jammies in his basement? Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brandon Stokley. Here!
I made it! Woohoo!
And there was much rejoicing.
Yes! I did it. You know, I finished out 2025 on a bang. I made it on the last snowstorm, whenever that one was. Feels like it was 6 months ago, but I made it.
Not exactly a snowstorm, but
well,
okay.
It was in the Rock. It was. It was in the Rock. Maybe not in Lakewood, but in the Rock it was. And then to open up the season in 2026, I did the same thing. I looked out this morning. Slept terrible. A lot of tossing and turning, a lot of waking up. And
anxious.
Yep. And so when I looked out the window this morning, I said, I can do this. You can do this. And put on your big boy pants and get it done. And so that's what I did. And let me tell you, there's a lot more snow on the Rock than there is here.
Sure.
But was able to accomplish it. Feel good. I'm ready to go. It's Friday. We got playoff football, NFL, college last night. What a game that was. I mean, so much has been going on. I don't know where to start. I mean, after the show yesterday, Ty's got his bumper ripped off his car by Dover. And I walked out there, and Dover, I heard Dover talking to him after the show, like, hey, might just need to tack that thing up or something. I don't know. And I went out there, the bumper's almost on the ground. I'm like, that ain't going to work.
Oh, no. Ty, trust me. I saw Ty after the show as well. He's seeing dollar signs.
Yeah, right.
He's just like, I've never seen a guy happier after getting his car hit like that. He is like, cha-ching.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to cash in.
Wow. So Dover, of course, in Dover never parks over where Ty was. So that's why I was shocked. And Dover's got a big old truck. Why do you always got to back in?
Yeah.
Why do you have to? See, that was the problem. He tried to back in. It was too tight, pulled out, and just ripped the whole dang bumper almost off his car. What's the need for backing into a spot?
It's a good question. That's a good question. I've never been that way either.
Well,
a lot of people like just they
I don't know. They like to be facing out. They want to be able to just drive out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it either.
Well, it cost Dover in a big way.
Yeah.
So that was yesterday. That's how that date finished. And then, I went to Sam's, loaded up, and then I screwed up after Sam's. Got a bunch of waters, got just a couple other things. Not big.
You were hunkering down in case this was like the great blizzard of 20.
Well, I needed my big waters.
Yeah.
And they have the big essential waters there in the big cases. So I just load up on those. They got the big shopping carts, so I can put like 4 of those in there, and then get a couple other little things. Not a big trip. So, but got to support our people here, right?
Yes.
Sam's.
Yes.
Robson.
Yes.
Got to support them.
Absolutely.
And then I'm leaving.
Big pockets.
Yeah. And there's a Chipotle right there, and I haven't had Chipotle in a while. We used to get it all the time when I did the midday. Drew, that was one of our spots that we would get lunch at.
Yeah.
And I haven't got Chipotle in a while, so I'm like, all right, what time is it? No one's in there, and it's at 10:45, right? I'm like, perfect. Let me go see. Maybe it opens up at 11. I'll just wait. It was open at 10:45. I said, perfect. Let me go in there, get my lunch. I'm kind of excited. I was a little bit hungry. Got to feed the vending machine, Mike. You know that.
Vending machine.
Yes.
Needs to be fed.
So I was going to order, and I ordered. I was like, let me check with my son, see if he wants something. So I checked with my son. He's like, yeah. So I ordered something for him, and no one's in there. Totally whiffed on asking the wife.
Uh-oh.
And her sister was in town.
Oh, no.
Heard about that all day,
that was
Evans.
extra.
Yes. Right. Exactly.
Anchor.
I just dropped the ball on that one. So that was kind of how my day went yesterday. And then I come in today, and I see all these cars in the parking lot. I had to do a double take to see if I was late.
Yeah.
I'm like, am I late?
Yeah.
Or I was feeling good that I made it. And I thought maybe I was late because I looked over. It looked like Mark's truck, your truck, and then Ty's car's here.
Yep.
Ty usually gets here, like 10 minutes after I do. He's never usually here before me. So that was confusing. What the heck were y'all doing?
So we were here doing our podcast, Stinks Podcast. Stinking Truth Podcast. Well, let me explain. So normally we do it all year long. We've done it on a Thursday because the weekend one, the one that drops on Friday for the football weekend, we do on a Thursday because Mark's traveling to whatever game he's calling. Well, not calling any games this weekend. So we were going to do the podcast on Friday. And then yesterday afternoon, I get a reminder I have a doctor's appointment this morning, like right after the show that I'd made a while ago, still in the mindset of thinking Fridays are open. And I'm like, oh, no, shoot, what are we going to do?
Wow.
So I reached out to Mark. I said, here's what's going on. Listen, if you want, I'll ask Richie if he can maybe come in and fill in for me. And Richie's filling in for Cecil. So he can't today, so he can't do it. So then I said, well, you know what? If you want, this might be a great time to give Stoke a dry run, a little audition. He's saying he wants to take the podcast away from me.
Right.
I guess if you want, I know I'm kind of hurting myself here, but if you want to reach out to Stoke, he goes, no, let's do it early.
Oh.
Let's come in and do it early.
You're lucky.
And I reached out to
You're
Ty.
lucky.
Ty was awesome about it because Ty is our great producer for the podcast.
What do they pay you to produce that thing,
He
Ty?
came in about 40 minutes early. I appreciate that, Ty. Thank you.
Thank God we've got the little guy.
So,
okay,
you almost had your chance.
Right, you're lucky.
Almost had your chance.
You'd be like Wally Pipp.
Yeah,
Wally Pipp got replaced by Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, you're not going to get me on that
Lou
one.
Gehrig.
There you go.
And Lou Gehrig never got on the lineup for like 10,000 games straight.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
I knew it was Gehrig or I wasn't trying to get you. I just whiffed on it.
Okay.
I knew it was one of those two.
Well, we are off and rolling. Want to hear from you. You can tell. You can hear it in Stokes' voice. He's pumped up. He's
Fired.
happy.
It's Friday.
You are the fact that you have confronted and beat your demons, I could tell how fired up you are. I'm proud of you. We all are. Let's kick things off on this Is It Just Me Friday. Broncos country, who are you rooting for this wild card weekend? Who do you want to see the Broncos play? Anyone you want to avoid at all costs? And for you, Stoke, I've got a hockey trivia question. And the answer happened during last night's Avs game. That's next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Hey, when it comes to taking care of our plumbing problems, what do we want? Sure, we want professionalism. We want good communication. But what we ultimately want, fix it. Get it right. We want results. Copperhead Plumbing has been delivering results since 2007. It's why I use Copperhead Plumbing myself and why I recommend them to you and my guys here at the Fan. Stokes, Stinks, Cecil, Stinks Sink got fixed. All have been helped out of jams by the pros at Copperhead Plumbing, and they are pros. Fast, reliable. They actually show up when they say they will. Wow, what a concept. Whether it's a clogged drain, a busted water heater, or that mystery leak you've been ignoring, yeah, you know the one, Copperhead Plumbing handles it all with zero drama. Something else I love, they don't try to upsell you on stuff you don't need. They diagnose the problem, fix it right the first time, and leave your home cleaner than they found it. That's professionalism. That's Copperhead Plumbing. So go to CopperheadPlumbingInc.com. Immediately start saving money. You can print up a coupon for a free service call. You can also call 303-552-3491. Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Sniffles and sneezes got you down? GoodRx is here to help with big savings on commonly prescribed cold and flu meds. GoodRx is free and easy to use. GoodRx is accepted at all major pharmacies like CVS, Walmart, and Walgreens. Just search your prescription, find a coupon, then show your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx is not insurance, but it works whether you have insurance or not. If you do, GoodRx may beat your copay price. Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com to save today.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's Renter's Insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Between groceries, travel, and higher prices, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, especially if you're already relying on credit cards to cover the basics. If that debt is piling up, you're not alone. If you're a homeowner, you might have considered reaching out to American Financing, but hesitated because you don't want to give up your low mortgage rate. That's why American Financing created the Smart Equity Loan, a simple, smart way to get your finances back on track without giving up your low mortgage rate. Unlike a HELOC, which can fluctuate with the market, the Smart Equity Loan offers a fixed rate, so you'll have one predictable monthly payment. It lets you use your home's equity to pay off high-interest debt, free up your cash flow, and still keep your existing mortgage intact. There are no upfront fees to find out how much you can save. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Whatever you're looking for when you head out into the wild, keep an open mind. Sometimes the real treasure is the journey itself. Sure enough, there's treasure out there. Sometimes it's something you didn't expect to find. And more often than not, it's as simple as the memories you make. Make some memories of your own with a new vehicle from Corwin Toyota. Family driven for over 100 years.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Tune into Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Fama Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane. Okay. Yours was,
get off my plane. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan.
All right, great to have you with us on this Friday. Stoke made it in. He faced his fears. He drove down Mount Crumpet, and he is here.
I slid like the last 6-7 yards down the driveway. Just couldn't, just hit the brakes. I'm like, hopefully the plow's not coming, or Stoke is gone.
Really?
Oh yeah, plow's coming. I can't. I just slide in the street. So
you skidded down.
Yep.
Well, nice. All right. Well, hey,
I made it.
You keep this up, you're going to become an expert. We also had the conversation about poor Josh Dover, who backed into a parking spot yesterday and ripped off our guy Ty's bumper on his truck. And we were wondering about the wisdom of backing into a spot. The backer-uppers came out in force during that last break on the RamosLaw.com text line.
There's a lot of them.
303-713-1043. This is from Rip, our guy Rip.
Oh.
If it's good enough for Rip, should be good enough for you and me. The correct way to park is to back into a parking space. Unlike Dover, most damages to vehicles in parking lots are backing out incidents. I'm a safety director for a large construction company, and we mandate that our employees back into spots or find pull-through parking. And I heard from probably 3 other construction people out there on the RamosLaw.com text line who said the same thing. They make their employees back in. There was also a lot of backing in allows you to pull out in a way that gives you a better turning radius, and backing in to a spot gives you a better turning radius backing in than pulling in.
Gotcha. Yeah,
so how about that?
Yeah.
How about
I figured
that?
it had something to do with it's easier to get out, certainly, and it's easier to park it when you're backing in rather than trying to pull in front side.
Yeah.
But it didn't help Dover.
Did not help Dover. But maybe I might try that more often now. Back in. Because I got a truck too.
No, just
I might
keep
try.
doing you.
I don't know. I might try. I kind of get the whole turning radius thing now that I never really thought about that. Now I'm thinking about it. And
But like you're either a backer inner or front pull inner. And you're a front pull guy.
I am a front pull guy.
You're a forward guy.
I'm a front forward pull in guy.
Yes. So that's who you are. Don't try to change because the cool people back in. You're just not cool.
Yeah, but I'd like to think that you should never stop learning.
That is true also.
You should always be looking to evolve.
That's true. I sent Mark on an errand.
Yeah, because he was in here early. We were doing our podcast early.
He's going to give me another Starbucks.
Another Starbucks. You're already fired up this morning.
Well, yeah. He asked. No, he said, anybody you want a coffee? I'm going to make a Starbucks run because he was early doing the podcast with you and Ty. And I was like, no, I'm good. And then I said, you know what? I haven't had a mocha in a long time.
A mocha?
Mocha. It's like I don't know, it's a lot of chocolate and hot chocolate with chocolate and a type of deal.
Probably some cream on top of that.
Well,
seeing as how you don't start till Monday.
Right.
I think the vending machine ought to go all out this weekend.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
Let me try a mocha again. I mean, I haven't had a mocha, and that's when I first started drinking coffee. I went with the mocha. And so I'm like, all right. So I'm treating myself to a mocha today. We'll see how it is.
All right. Hey, I got a hockey trivia question for you.
Okay.
All right. Serious hockey guy knows this. Easy. But let's see if you know it. Do you know what a Gordie Howe hat trick is?
Ooh. Okay, I think I do.
Okay.
Here we go. A goal.
Mm-hmm.
Assist.
Mm-hmm.
And a fight.
Yeah!
Woo! Who do you think you are? I am.
You, Brandon Stokley, are a serious hockey guy. So Josh Manson last night in the Avs 8-2 beatdown of the poor sad sack Ottawa Senators. Olmark, the goalie, is reportedly rumor wreaking havoc. Go Google that story. But Josh Manson, he had the Gordie Howe hat trick, and he got it done fast. He had the fight 2 minutes into the game. He had the goal 10 minutes into the game. And then he had the assist 2.5 minutes into the second period. So after about 22 and a half minutes of hockey, he had already got the Gordie Howe hat trick.
I feel like I wasn't really doing anything differently. It was just one of those nights. That's, it's a funny business, the NHL. Some nights you feel great and you're -3, and some nights you just feel okay and things are going in for you. So just the way it goes,
Yeah, Jared Bednar said Manson was awesome.
Well, that was something. I mean, he had a Gordie Howe hat trick early in the second period, and then he just kept coming, right? He was involved in everything tonight. The physicality of the game and like what we just normally evaluate him on, the defending, all that was good. And then on the offensive side of it, I mean, he just had a fantastic night. So he was, like I said, in on everything, a big part of our win tonight.
Yeah, so much for those 2 games that they lost at the end of the road trip. Like, are the Avs ready to slump? They emphatically answered that question. Tied a franchise record, Stoke, with 6 goals. 6 goals in the second period. That horn was just constantly going off. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
That's impressive. Nice job bouncing back after those couple losses there. All good. Still got a big lead there, 11 points over Dallas and 11 points over Minnesota. So, all right, let's buckle up.
There were some guys that had big nights. 8-2, this is a stat-padding night for sure. Manson had a 4-point night, career-high 4-point night, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. Cale Makar, goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Brock Nelson, 2 goals, an assist, 3 points. Nathan McKinnon, a goal, 3 assists, 4 points. And Ross Colton, 3 helpers, 3 assists.
When's the break?
It's
Olympics,
coming
right?
up. Yeah, it's coming up here. That's a good question.
Are you concerned at all? It's a long, extended break. They've been playing such good hockey. Are you concerned at all that when you take that long of a break, you try to get back and you're just not the same? And because they're playing so good.
So they still have, by the way, they still are playing. They're playing a lot of games between now and the end of January. My goodness, they still have 3, 6, 9, 10 games between now and the end of January. They do finish up their last regular season game before the long break is February 4th here against San Jose, and then they are off until February 25th. So they'll go from February 4th to February 25th. Am I concerned? I'm
3 weeks.
I'm not concerned about this team losing their edge at all when they come back. I'm not concerned about that at all. They're too good. They're too professional. I think the only concern I do have is you got, what is it, 7, 8 guys. I haven't looked at the list here. Seven guys that are all going over that, represent a third of your hockey team. These are all your best players are going over there to play, and you're talking about high intensity, high stakes, a lot of national pride on the line. This is going to be big boy hockey. I mean, as much as we love the Four Nations face-off, this is going to be even bigger. And so my only concern is that when the Avs come back, how much of a workload did the McKinnons, the McCarrs, the Nelsons of the world, the Lekkonens of the world, how much did they have to extend themselves during the Olympics? And then you have to be careful when you come back about watching and monitoring their workload so that they are ready to go for the playoffs. That's the only real
I think you
issue.
just have to have a plan there.
Yeah, and I think
to start back up, but you don't overdo it.
I'm
right?
sure that Jared Bednar was working on that during the summer.
They could call. I think you know what I think he should do? He should reach out to Sean and get Sean's sleep specialist.
Yes.
Right, just to make sure we get extra rest.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good. Coming up next, both of our Bronco insiders this week, Dan Orlowski and Joel Klatt, expressed the same concern about this Broncos offense. You'll hear what it is next.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 1043 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Fellas, what is happening? Happy Friday to you from me, Brandon Stokley, and my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And we all know it, the new year's here, right? Improving your health may be one of your big resolutions, but when you're tired, low on energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing progress in the gym, staying committed can be tough, right? My friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they can likely help you with that resolution because those symptoms are often signs of low testosterone. Fellas, did you know early to your mid-30s, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year, and it happens gradually. And before you know it, you just don't feel like the same man you did in your 20s or 30s. Jeff and his team over at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, they can help you out and get you taken care of. Start sleeping better. Start seeing those gains in the gym again. Have more energy. Life's too short to procrastinate. Most men wait a year or longer. There's no need to wait. Fellas, don't go another year with low T. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic has served the Front Range of Colorado for nearly a decade, and they have successfully treated tens of thousands of men. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call 720-440-7900. That's 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hey Broncos country, it's Terrell Davis here. It's a new year. It's time to work on a new you.
At Fitness Gallery, we have deals everywhere, up to 50% off. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins. We have you covered.
Hey, the cold weather is here. Stoke here from my friends at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Has another company told you that you need a new furnace? Time to throw in the challenge flag. Rocks Heating and Air offers no obligation, free second opinions. And don't forget about heat pump rebates. They've never been better. Up to $13,500 only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide.
This new year, don't just make a resolution, make a transformation with SodaWeightLoss.com. Clients routinely look and feel 10 years younger like I did when I lost 60 pounds a few years ago with SodaWeightLoss.com, and it's never coming back. And right now, the perfect gift for you both. Look and feel 10 years younger for the price of one. Soda is the #1 weight loss company in America for client satisfaction and results, just like me. Visit SodaWeightLoss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com. Soda Weight Loss is, say it with me, state of the art.
Do you want the lowest rate for life? Get our 4.75 5-year fixed. APR is 5.89.
Did you say 4.75% fixed for 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, but what if rates fall?
Our lowest rate for life program takes over. If rates fall even as little as 0.5%, we can redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee and no limits to the number of times used. Only at U.S. Mortgages. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Shop more than 30,000 square feet of RVs and campers, plus the best selection of off-grid and truck accessories, all at show prices. Sportsman's Expo, Thursday through Sunday at the Colorado Convention Center in Denver.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Need a plumber? Euro Plumbing has the lowest prices in town. Rock bottom prices on whole house repipes, sewer line repairs, even water heaters. 720-500-3000.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, TU hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Yeah, we got Stoke in here. He made it down Mount Crumpet. He is very proud of himself. He is really amped up. And he's celebrating with a hot chocolate that is disguised as coffee.
Yeah. Haven't had one maybe, 15 years or so, 20 maybe, I don't know.
So quick back story. Stink came in early so that we could record the Stinking Truth podcast, which will drop later. But
Still doesn't have a sponsor. And the other guy that came in with y'all is unpaid. He had to get up early, and he got his bumper ripped off yesterday by Josh Dover.
Yeah.
So there
and
we go.
I, by the way, when I set it up, I set this all up to do this before the show, and I'm like, Ty, I really appreciate it. If you could help us out, I owe you a solid. Why? And then I thought about it afterwards.
Why?
Why do I owe him a solid?
Yeah.
Mark owes him a solid.
Right. That's what you should have said.
That's what I should have said.
I got green chili. Expired green chili.
Expired.
For Ty.
I'll talk to Aunt Joni. But he did a coffee run, and you asked for a mocha.
Yeah.
And so, folks, as soon as Stoke takes a sip, he goes, ooh. He's like, ooh, that chocolate hits hard.
Right away. Just like chocolate. Mwah. It's a little bit too rich for me.
Yeah.
At 49 years old.
How many calories in that thing there?
It doesn't matter. We're not even counting calories.
Not right.
These
Not
days.
this weekend. Not
these
till Monday.
days.
Not till Monday.
You haven't been a good support person.
Monday.
Because you're like, no, just push it off. You're good, Stoke. No, have fun, enjoy.
We're starting Monday.
Okay, all right.
But it did lead to this text on the RamosLive.com text line. Mike, don't listen to Louisiana Bacon. It's never...
Louisiana? Seriously? What are we doing?
Well,
Louisiana bacon?
Jamal Murray's playing like an all-star, so he's not Canadian bacon anymore. He's lean bacon, so you're...
I used to be Louisiana Lightning.
Well, the Louisiana Lightning's fattened up a little bit. He's now Louisiana Bacon. So that's from Jack. He says, it's never too late to be a backer-upper like the rest of us. So
Okay.
That might be something I might start trying, backing into spots, just to see if it's different. So this week, both of our Bronco NFL insiders, Joel Klatt and Dan Orlovsky, were both on with us, as they are each and every week on Wednesdays. Joel at 8:15, Dan at 9:15. And they certainly didn't compare notes, but they both had, starting with Klatt, the same opinion of this Broncos offensive line.
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. I don't understand this offense. I've never been a huge believer in some of these players on the offensive line. We've been over that on these conversations, and I don't understand. Is it too much in the game plan? Are they trying to do too much run game? You and I have also talked about this. Listen, if you try to be good at everything in the run game, you will be good at nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times when I feel like there is spaghetti on the wall with Denver's run game. They're not trying to major in anything.
All right, well, that was Joel. How about Dan Orlovsky on that same offensive line?
Well, I agree. I don't think it's all five. I think it's a little bit more of their interior players. Mainly the guards have moments when that happens. And you know me, I remember midway through this season talking about it from a protection standpoint. There's this thought out there that Denver's offensive line, pass protection-wise, is like ridiculous. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's a fine unit. It's a good unit. But I do think that there's lapses in their protection and in their run game. I think they struggle with, offensive line significantly greater than I. They struggle with speed at times. They struggle with missed assignments at times.
All right, Stoke, how concerned should we in Broncos country be about this offensive line?
Well, it's not the best, but they're a solid group. I think they should be better the way that they're paid. But, it kind of is what it is. It's like, is there a concern there? A little bit. I got other concerns also. Where does offensive line stack up on my level of concerns? Certainly if your offensive line doesn't play well, it's hard to play good offense, right? It's hard to run the ball. It's hard to throw the ball. I think we got a solid group. My expectations and the way that they're paid, they should be playing better. But if you can't run the ball and you can't move people off the ball, now if you're the Broncos, it's going to be a struggle offensively.
Mark's had, and he can add to this. I don't want to speak for him, although I do often.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. And you exaggerate for him.
And I do embellish. Yes. That's why it's on the Mike Evans big board of BS lies and other nonsense.
Tell his sources also. Exaggerate his stories.
But he has said that when he looks at that offensive line, it is the interior. A lot of times that bugs him. It's especially
that's what he was saying. Missed assignments.
Yes. That a lot of times it's interior. It's the guard play. It's the center play. And you heard the same from Danny Orlovsky right
Yeah,
now.
if you're trying to run the ball, you've got to get some movement inside. Guards and center. And when you're blowing assignments and you're running to each other and all these other things, it's hard to do that. You got to win the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, sometimes, getting to the linebacker, you double team up to the linebacker, but sometimes, hey, might not get that linebacker, but I'm going to blow this guy off the ball, and they're not getting a lot of movement. And when you don't get movement, then it becomes hard to find the running lanes if you're a running back. Hopefully that improves. But, yeah, I think that's a concern here.
Oh, forget about Louisiana Bacon. We got a new one.
Oh, gosh. Look at you perk up.
We have a new leader in the clubhouse. We'll get to that. We've got some Is It Just Me's queued up. And we'll answer the question, along with you, who we want to see the Broncos play coming out of Wildcard weekend, who we don't want to see them play. That's next.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Denver Sports 1043 to stay up to date on all your local teams. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve, because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Brandon Stokley here from my friends at Roller Auction. Do you have items you're looking to sell? Since 1976, Roller Auction has been conducting commercial and industrial auctions for Colorado government agencies, Fortune 500 companies, small business owners, secured creditors, individuals, and more. They have a large marketplace to showcase your assets, so don't wait. Visit rollerauction.com for a free consultation and turn those items into some cold, hard cash. Again, go visit them at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
Meet Morgan Jones. Morgan is about to step into a world unknown to most, thanks to Progressive's Renters Insurance, a place of fresh linens and turn-down service. You see, Morgan temporarily vacated her apartment and has gone to a hotel because a pipe burst in her apartment. A pipe that made her sense of reality and apartment ceiling all come crashing down. Luckily, Morgan checked into Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Dan owed an unbelievable amount of money to the IRS.
I got behind on my taxes. It's a horrible feeling.
He was in denial.
And when I got those letters from the IRS, you wanted to act like they didn't exist.
Finally, Dan turned to Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima got me a settlement with the IRS. These people are really people-friendly. It was every bit of a new lease on life for me.
The fast action and the great results made Dan's head spin.
I felt like I was in a dream, but it's real, and I have paperwork to prove it. They got the job done, and life is good.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation.
If you're worried about what's going to happen with the IRS, stop worrying. Make the call now.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
Lanya.
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All right, we got Mark coming up here in just about 15 minutes. Stoke is here. He made it down Mount Crumpet, the driveway, and we are happy for that. We got this on the RamosLaw.com text line. It's an Is It Just Me Friday, where we give you a chance to get those hot sports opinions off your chest. And this was when we asked the question, who you would like to see the Broncos play coming out of this Wildcard weekend, who you would like to see them avoid. This one says, is it just me or I don't care who they play? You want to be the best, you got to be prepared to beat the best. Super Bowl or bust, let's go Broncos. Do you, Stoke, have a preference?
Of course.
Give me, there's 4 possibilities who the Broncos could play coming out of Wildcard weekend. They could play the Chargers, they could play the Bills, they could play the Texans, or they could play the Steelers. Give me 1 to 4, 1 being your most preferred opponent, 4 being your least preferred.
All right. And I don't subscribe to that philosophy of that Ramos-Law.com.
Me neither.
text.
I'm a path of least resistance.
It doesn't matter. I don't need to beat the best to be the best. I just want to win the Super Bowl, and then I'm the best.
Right.
I can beat the worst. It doesn't matter. I want the easiest path that I can.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, all their best players turn their ankle and are out for 1 week next week when we play, right? Nothing serious, just a week or 2, right? I'm good with that.
Yep.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to win. Win at all costs. All right. You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, for me, you want me to start at the
one you would prefer?
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
I think everyone is in the same, probably feels the same way there with Pittsburgh. Okay. Number 2. This is tough, but I'm going to go Chargers.
I agree with you. I'm not, I think too many people are freaking out about what last week looked like.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with the Chargers.
Mark's Chargers. Sorry, Mark. They're banged up front. Herbert has a fractured hand. He got hit so much. Now, that guy, I know you got to put a little bit more respect on him. I know he hasn't done anything in the playoffs, but man, holy cow. He put the Chargers on his back the last month after fracturing his hand and not missing 1 game.
Whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil?
And then I'm gonna go Bills.
Yes.
I'm going Bills.
Man,
you looked at me weird.
No, I'd love to disagree with you. I can't.
Okay. And then I'm going Texans. And Mark and I have been talking about the Texans. I've been talking about them for 2 months. They're a scary team. And they're playing really good football. And I think Mark might be a consultant for them now. We're still trying to figure that out. All of a sudden, he started helping them with their run game and then, the zone blocking scheme. And then they had their best rushing game of the year. And it's like, oh, my gosh, I don't want that for Mark, right? Because he's beloved here. But if Houston does have to come to Denver and all of a sudden they rush for like 150 and Woody Mark's looking like Terrell Davis out there, I mean, that's gonna be on Mark.
He'll never live it down.
We're gonna run him out of town.
He'll never live that down.
Right.
Find the witch.
He'll be out of the circle for good.
Right. He thought that firing at Fox was bad.
Right.
Wait till Broncos country gets their hand on him. So that's how I have them ranked. I almost switched the Bills and the Chargers. I don't know if I believe in the Bills. Now we talk about Josh Allen being Superman, and I get it. He's been great in the playoffs. Just ask Zach Bye. He'll give you all the stats, and there are a lot of good ones. Josh Allen has played great in the playoffs, okay? But something is off with this Bills team this year. And they're not the same team as they were.
Explain yourself.
I don't think you're going to beat the Jags, Zach. That's my explanation.
It's impossible.
I know. I think it is
It's literally impossible.
Jags are playing really good ball right now. I don't think the Bills can beat them.
You got me yelling now.
Well, take that out on the way out.
Why?
It's just what the Bills do. It's what y'all do. You're used to it, Bills Mafia.
I want to pound his ass.
Yep.
Hey, look at the bright side. Maybe you can lose this week and put yourself in a position to go hire Harbaugh.
Yeah. How about that?
Ooh, juicy.
I think he's gone. I think McDermott's gone if they don't win this week.
Yes.
I don't know how you just keep rolling the same product out.
I agree
and
with
you
that.
think that you're going to take the next step. I think he's a good coach. He's done a really good job, but sometimes you hit your head on the ceiling. And, I love Foxy, John Fox.
Mm-hmm.
I was with him in 2012. And we had a great team. We just couldn't take that next step. And then he had a couple other great teams that couldn't finish it off. Well, what did Elway do? And that was 3 years. No, that was longer than 3 years. But with Manning, it was 3 years. What did Elway do? He said, all right, we got to make a move. And then the next year you win a Super Bowl. So, not saying that
your best wasn't good enough.
What the heck was that?
That's a new one.
What was that?
They went to Cougs. And Cougs.
It's from South Park.
South Park. Cougs got him over the finish line.
Right.
So, yeah, that might be maybe Sean McDermott is to Buffalo what John Fox was here to the Broncos. It's a big weekend. Big weekend. A lot of pressure on some.
So you have it the same as me?
I can't disagree.
I can't wait to see what Mark. He's probably going to have the Chargers, Texans, Chargers, Bills, Pittsburgh.
Reverse. Yeah. Here's one. Is it just me, or this is from Mike in Lakewood? Is it just me? You guys never read my texts on air? Is it because I say what the Broncos need to do in the playoffs or they'll lose? I've listened to the fans since Irv and Joe. If you don't start reading my text, you guys might get dropped off my Christmas list.
Oh,
wow. Sorry.
Well, that's on Mike.
So Mike says,
thanks a lot, Mike.
Good teams have a running attack and a very active tight end. Denver has neither. They kick 4 field goals next game, and they'll lose. Get it together, Broncos.
Yeah, you're not going to win kicking field goals.
No.
I'm with you there. So, and
that's obvious.
It'd be nice to have a tight end and a running game that you could, rely on and be confident in. But that's not the case. And the Broncos are 14-3 during the regular season without those things. So they've figured it out along the way. Who I think you were going to ask this, who has the most pressure on them in the AFC?
Well, team-wise, it's Buffalo.
No doubt about it.
Team-wise, it's Buffalo. You've never had a clearer path. Your boogeymen are not here. Kansas City's not here. Lamar's not here. Your path is as clear as it's ever been. So if it's going to happen in Buffalo, it needs to happen this year. So that's the pressure there for the team. Individuals?
Coach.
McDermott. This is just the AFC?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the NFC right now.
So I would say McDermott.
Tomlin. No one else.
Tomlin, I don't know. I think in Pittsburgh, the Rooneys, they love the continuity, and I think you saw Tomlin pounding his chest after they won the game. I think he
blowing
realized
kisses.
He's like, you know what? Not only did I get and keep the streak alive of not having a losing season, but I also won the division, and I think that'll be enough to hold the Wolves at bay if they were to lose.
Yeah, but what is the stat? He hadn't won a playoff game in 10 years.
I know.
So
I know
he still has to get over that hump.
I get you. I mean, if he loses again on Monday, it's a reminder of what I've said. He's become Marvin Lewis. Remember Marv in Cincinnati? Had a lot of really good teams, and I think it was 0-7 in the playoffs, something like that.
Wow.
So that's what Tomlin is at risk of becoming.
Right.
Individuals, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt the pressure that I think it's on Lawrence. I think it's on Herbert. I think those are the two quarterbacks that face the most pressure, because both these guys have to start putting some playoff pelts on the wall at some point. If they want to be talked about as in the group of the elite quarterbacks, you got to start winning playoff games. So I put Lawrence and Herbert in that category.
I mean, you left out Josh Allen.
Yeah, but Josh Allen's done enough that if the Bills fall flat, people say it's not him, it's what's around him, or it's who's coaching him.
I know, but you're right. Because he's played great in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's been great. But at a certain point, they haven't even gotten to the Super Bowl, Mike.
I think
he's got to take that next step. And, Mike, this is the year without Baltimore. This is the year without Kansas City. If you're ever going to do it, this thing is wide open as it's ever been. And if you don't take that step now and get it done, now your head coach might be fired, and then the spotlight's going to be on you. Like, are you ever going to be able to do it?
But that's my point. I think he's comfortably in a spot right now where people are going to make allowances and excuses for him. I think he's in a very comfortable spot where he's not going to catch the heat personally. It'll be deflected on McDermott or being the general manager, not having put enough around. That'll be if the Bills lose, it'll be, oh, poor Josh doesn't have enough around him.
Two things can be true at the same time.
But guess what? In 20 years, that's not going to be the case, Mike. It's going to be Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He never won his. What do they say about Dan Marino?
Hey, what did they say about Peyton Manning for his first 6-7 years?
Settle down. Settle down.
Sorry,
Settle
I'm
down.
sorry.
We're talking
You're
about
right.
other
I can't-
people
I
right
can't
now.
go there. I can't go there.
Not right now.
No.
Get your head out of your ass.
Yeah. So I mean, what do they? They don't say Dan Marino didn't have a running game around him. His first 10 years or defense. I mean, they just say Dan Marino never won a Super Bowl. He got there once and lost his second year and never went back and never won one. And that will be Josh Allen if he doesn't take that next step and at least get to a Super Bowl. But if you want to be in consideration with the greats, you got to win a Super Bowl, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. At some point, absolutely. Coming up next, Stoke passed the test. Can stink? That's next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
A careless driver caused your crash. Medical bills are piling up, and you might not be able to work. Life just got a lot more expensive, and you don't know what to do. At Berg Simpson, your consultation is absolutely free. We'll explain your legal options at no cost to you. Help starts with a phone call to us.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives. It's not just a slogan, it's who we are.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Leslie, your fireplace really sucks.
I beg your pardon?
Well, what I mean is your fireplace is literally sucking all the air out of your house and right up the chimney every time you burn it.
Well, what can I do about it?
Well, you could get a high-efficiency gas insert from Cozy Heat. It keeps all the air you already pay the utility company to heat, and it returns up to 80% of the fire's heat back into your house.
I'd use my fireplace every chance I get if I could do that. Maybe my furnace wouldn't need to run so much.
Well, that's the whole point. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio, along with my niece Leslie, to tell you how a gas insert from Cozy Heat will give you the incentive to use your fireplace again. Cozy Heat gas fireplaces and inserts are made to crank out the heat with beauty and style.
Lair's is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in fireplaces. Family owned and operated since 1954.
We'll even give you a free in-home quote, including expert installation by our own certified in-house installers.
Find us on the web at lairfireplacepatio.com.
For top quality Cozy Heat fireplaces and inserts, it's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's fireplace experts.
Babe, your arms look amazing. Working out is paying off.
Thanks. I just wish my chest matched. No matter what I do, I'm frustrated with my man boobs.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. More than half of men have gynecomastia. It's gland tissue, not laziness. Same thing is happening to my friend Trisha's husband. He went to Dr. Cameron Dastery at Modern Surgical Arts of Denver.
For real? He get good results?
He got great results. Call him, honey.
Call today. They're offering complimentary consultations for the fan listeners. 303-470-3400 or at modernsurgicalarts.com.
Let go of the weight for good without drugs, shot, and weird side effects with Soda Weight Loss. Because this is weight loss the natural way.
If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, wow, I would just love to see that younger version of me again, Soda Weight Loss is about to make your day. Because one of the first things clients talk about is how they look 10 years younger.
And right now, when you join, your partner joins for free. Visit SodaWeightLoss.com. That's SOTA, weightloss.com.
Whatever you're looking for when you head out into the wild, keep an open mind. Sometimes the real treasure is the journey itself. Sure enough, there's treasure out there. Sometimes it's something you didn't expect to find. And more often than not, it's as simple as the memories you make. Make some memories of your own with a new vehicle from Corwin Toyota. Family driven for over 100 years.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, DU hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Double crossing, you little punk.
Can't believe you did that.
Unbreakable trust.
See, I'm not like you. You just let me drown. You just let me drown. You do nothing.
And of course, emotional maturity.
Or maybe a little bit angry.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Welcome to it. Happy Friday, everybody. The snow is falling, or it has fallen, but be careful as you drive, but rejoice in the news, because if he can do it, you can do it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Stokley is here in studio today. He made it. He faced his demons head on, and he won. He made it down Mount Crumpet in the snow, and there was snow. There is snow. We've had some people checking in from the Rocks saying, it's legit down here.
Yeah.
And you made it in, so congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't just a little dusting. So I woke up, looked outside. I said, I think I can do this. Got to do it. Got to man up. It's Friday. And I don't want to let my guys down. And so here we are. I did it.
Kind of a big deal.
I had faith in you. And you know why I had faith in you? Because normally, on a normal day, I would have eaten a little breakfast before I came in this morning. Today, I didn't because Friday's normally McDonald's day.
Yeah.
For whoever won or lost the fantasy matchup the week before has to buy. and you're due to buy, I'm like, you know what? I think Stoke's going to be in. I trust Stoke to be in. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to bring anything in.
And we don't want you hangry.
Because if I get hangry.
Right.
So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, well, part of it is today is McDonald's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Love McDonald's Day.
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's Friday, it just hits different.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a haircut I need to get done. So there's a little bit of those two things were motivation for me.
So
welcome
Mark,
to the show, Mark.
How you doing?
Yeah, I want to. Mike just
I saw Mark
acting like you're not even over there
well,
today.
that's because Mark and I have already had time together this morning. We were both in here at 5:15, taking care of the Stinky Truth podcast.
That's right. Yeah,
you're grinding.
Well, I'd gotten used to Mark calling games, and normally we would do the podcast for Friday on a Thursday. But seeing as how there's only meaningful games being played this weekend, Mark's not working.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the good teams are playing.
All the good teams are playing, so Mark's not working.
Well, not all. Carolina's playing. So I should be, theoretically, I should be doing that.
Care to give us a detailed breakdown of Carolina and the Rams, please?
Yeah.
What do you want to know about the Panthers, everybody?
Nobody wants to know that breakdown.
Nobody wants to know that breakdown. But so I saw him, and he brought in some coffee for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big mocha coffee. I'll tell you what, I'll give you credit. You really are enjoying being chubby.
Yeah.
You're not bothered by it.
No, I'm really not.
You're getting ready to crush the McDonald's here in a little bit. You just brought in, you just downed your coffee, which is like pure sugar and chocolate.
Well, I know why I don't
too much?
do mochas anymore. Yeah, it's just chocolate. Straight
just
chocolate.
So now the nicknames are pouring in. It's the vending machine, Louisiana bacon.
Louisiana bacon.
And this
we got to have a better Louisiana one than bacon.
And this one's my favorite.
Okay.
At one point, Stoke was the Raging Cajun. Now he's the Grazing Cajun.
The Grazing Cajun.
That's good. That is good.
Can you, when you get a haircut today, can you say, hey, can you give me a kind of coif that makes my face look thinner?
What can you do for these cheeks?
Yeah, right. Maybe just... By the way, I did come up with a couple of a Stokley podcast name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
It was Hot Takes and Cold Cuts with Brandon Stokley. Where you just talk football and you're eating like sausage and cheese and cracker plates or something.
By the way, Stink, I got to give you I want to thank you.
What's that?
With all humility, I want to thank you for the loyalty you showed to me, because when I realized yesterday afternoon that I wasn't going to be able to do the podcast, I reached out, hey, listen, let me find somebody to fill in. Mm-hmm. I asked Richie. But Richie's going to be filling in for Cecil today with Josh, so he couldn't do it. And then I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm like, I was going to ask if we could maybe do it early in the morning before the show, but then I thought, well, all right, maybe he might want to give Stoke a run. Maybe give Stoke a try, a little tryout, a little audition. So I said, if you want to go with Stoke, go ahead. He goes, no, let's do it in the morning. Before the show, and I appreciate that.
No, and that sounds good, Mark.
That.
That's loyalty there. But at a certain point, loyalty and it only goes so far, right? So, it's like no playoffs, no gifts.
Yeah.
So you're trying to sell this podcast and get sponsors,
right?
And you haven't been able to do it in 10 years, or what has it been 2 years, 3, whatever. So. Like, all of a sudden, you're going there pitching your show and trying to get someone to sponsor you. It's like, well, who's your partner? And you say Mike Evans, and they say who? Well, maybe if you can upgrade your partner, maybe we'll think about investing in your show. And then you say, well, how about Brandon Stokley, the new vending machine? Used to be the slot machine.
Or as somebody said, the Louisiana lunchbox.
The Louisiana lunchbox. Now, listen, I have had plenty of sponsors. Selling the show is not hard. Selling sponsorship is not hard. I'm waiting for the right sponsor. I am waiting for the.
I like that.
He's looking for the white whale.
Yeah.
I am looking for the. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what we're doing. We're building something special, and So Mike, is Mike holding me back? Some might say that's so.
I think
but
that
my
is
loyalty, I'm like a dog. I'm like the offensive lineman in me, the loyalty.
You know
that only goes so far, is what I'm telling you.
You know what? I might be John Fox.
Right.
I'm good enough to get you to the precipice.
Oh, you might.
You can get the interview, you can get the phone call, the meeting, but he ain't going to be able to close the deal. You need someone to close the deal, and that's Stoke, the deal closer.
The deal closer. You know, I'll float that to my. I'll float that. I'm going to text my agent right now. You guys talk amongst yourself. Okay. I got a deal closer here. If this is what's going to get it over the top.
How about this one? Jumbo Gumbo.
A jumbo gumbo.
Wow.
Hey, get your shot.
266.
Get your shots in now, folks, because come Monday, Stoke means business.
I think.
He's back on the... He thinks.
I hope. Well, that's the plan today.
But you said you're enjoying this.
I am.
You're happy.
I am. I'm happy, but at some point, I got to see if I can be happy and in shape also.
The Louisiana lard.
Wow.
Just
great. Very creative.
Stoke passed his test last hour. Think I'm going to see if you can pass it here coming up. And also, is there time for Sean Payton to fix this offense? Or by this point, it is what it is? That's next.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 1043 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Spine One. And if you live with back pain, neck pain, you're worried about needing surgery, how about taking those habit-forming medications? My guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. And here's the best news. You can do what I did. Start your journey toward pain-free today. That's right. They're a phone call away. 303-367-2225. 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center for spine care. They've got exams, MRIs, physical therapy, and treatment options all in one facility. And I love this, man. They're going to educate you on what's going on. They'll sit down with you just like they did with me, show you the pictures, why you're in pain, and then give you treatment options for both nagging and debilitating pain. Guys, I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, they changed my life. I mean, I had checked out of life I quit playing golf, quit going to the gym, and most importantly, I couldn't sleep through the night. A couple short visits, my guys at Spine One, I was back in the gym, back on the golf course, sleeping through the night, and I'm telling you what, like I said, changed my life. They can do it for you as well. Don't live in pain any longer. Don't keep saying no to life. Say yes and see my guys at Spine One. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK, or online at spineone.com.
Meet Lee Platts, a renter whose possessions fill not only her apartment, but also the darkest corners of a mini storage unit. A land of both truth and fiction. Truth. Everything inside is protected by Progressive. Fiction. One day, Lee will fit into her clothes from senior year of high school. Renters. Discover coverage for what you love and what you can't get rid of in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. coloradorle.com.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin, well, bye-bye, Kevin. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, is it just me on this Is It Just Me Friday, or is Brandon Stokley really embracing and leaning into the whole, yeah, I've gotten a little fatter, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I have been. It's actually been fun.
Yeah.
Not working out, not grinding, just kind of doing whatever I want to do. No, not having to have any discipline at all. Now I know why a lot of fat people are happy. They smile when they walk around. You don't have to worry about like going to the gym and like, oh, I got to do this and I got to work out, and it's kind of fun just doing whatever you want, eating whatever you want. It's fun.
It's great. Like you'll be near the end of the show in the final hour, and you're like, where am I going to go to lunch afterwards?
That's right.
And you could tell you're really looking forward to it.
Excited.
You're very excited. So it's led to some new nicknames for you.
Oh, that's great.
All right. So you're no longer the Louisiana Lightning. Our listeners, man, high marks for creativity. The Grazing Cajun.
Grazing Cajun.
The Louisiana Lunchbox. Jumbo Gumbo. Faton Rouge.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow.
A2 Fat.
A2 Fat.
Okay.
And this might be my personal favorite. The French Quarter Pounder.
Wow, too good. I mean,
I bet you Lana is just sitting down, writing down nicknames right now.
Let me tell you about Lana, okay? And by the way,
she's a lady.
I went to Sam's yesterday. Is the green chili in Sam's too?
No.
Okay, because I told you Costco, but it's Sam's.
Uh-huh.
In Castle Rock. And so I was looking for it, and I'm like, I told him the wrong name. We might not have it. So I was going to pick up some, but I was it wasn't there. So And then I went to Chipotle and just got a big old bowl of rice and chicken and cheese and lettuce. And
Yeah.
it was so good. But
And it wasn't the sprinkle cheese, was it? It was the queso cheese, wasn't it?
No, it was a sprinkle cheese. Yeah,
wow.
It was a sprinkle cheese.
Such restraint.
I know. I felt good. I patted myself on the back.
No, he had a side of queso that he just drank. He's like,
I didn't put it on my bowl. It would have been too heavy.
Right.
Good point.
Too heavy. Give me a spoon.
Just give me a spoon. He's like, Diet Coke. No, never mind. Just give me some queso to wash it all down.
It's science.
Oh, continue though. So you go to
okay.
Well, I went. Yeah. Well, so I went over there after and got me. And I called my son to see if he wanted something. He did. So it was right when it opened at 10:45. I thought it might be too early for the wifey, and her sister was in town, and so I didn't even ask. And so I brought it home, and so I was in trouble all day because I didn't even ask about Chipotle for them. Right? That would be your ass. Yes. So, she bought. Like, when you do the stockings for Christmas, you get a bunch of candy and stuff. Yeah. And now she says I eat too much candy. She says I eat too much candy. But I'm like, you're buying all this candy for me. You bought it for me for Christmas, right? What do you think I wasn't going to eat it?
Yeah.
So the wife is like, bah, 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 bah. I don't know how to, and she's kind of, she's like, I don't care, but then she always like touches my stomach and like, oh, okay.
I think she likes you fat.
I don't know.
She's a lady. I think she likes you fat.
But she acts like she doesn't, but her actions say that she wants me fat, but then her words hurt sometimes.
Her words hurt.
They scar you,
Yeah.
And it just says those words don't go away.
Oh my goodness, that's too good.
They haunt you.
So maybe that will her mean, cruel words, maybe that will help motivate me. And she says I portray her in a bad way. On the show, and sometimes I do.
You call her you call her an anchor.
I don't think she likes that.
I don't think she likes that either.
Speaking of an anchor, but that's this is what that's the price you pay for marrying someone famous.
Yeah,
and someone that's
Here's what you say. Here's what you say because I've heard this stuff
before. You're part of the game now.
Yeah, what you say.
You got to know what you signed up for.
Right. You want to play in the locker room.
Right.
You got to be able to handle the locker room.
That's right.
You just say, honey, it's a radio bit. Just call it a bit. It's just radio, and you're contributing to the show.
Yeah, but then when she gets people like, oh, you're actually not as bad as your husband portrays you. Like people tell her that,
right?
And it's like that only goes so far. The bit.
That's bad.
The radio
she's
bit.
out at the grocery store and someone says,
yes,
are you the anchor?
Yeah, right. Are you the ba?
That's right. That probably.
I'm glad she's in bed. She's in bed right now. She didn't have to bring my son to school, so she's not listening. I'm good.
Stoke passed this test. I want to know if you can pass it. Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Do you know? And you grew up in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
You know Scott Gomez.
Sure, Scotty
Alaska.
Gomez. We're in the Alaska Hall of Fame together.
Alaska Hall of Fame, former NHL player. Do you know what a Gordie Howe hat trick is?
A Gordie Howe hat trick. Oh gosh, I have heard of a Gordie Howe. It's something like a goal and assist in some penalty minutes. And
come on, you're close. It's a goal. It's an assist. And it's a
fight.
Fight, yes!
Yeah.
Correct the mundo.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm telling
Nicely
you.
done.
You
How
two,
many people are in the
you two are
Alaska Hall of Fame that aren't in hockey or like fishing and hunting?
Oh yeah, there's
or the Iditarod.
Yeah, right.
There's a lot of
Iditarod. I mean, is it just like you and that's it?
Susan Butcher.
Me, Susan Butcher.
Besides like skiing or cross country,
Tommy Moe.
Oh yeah,
never heard of him.
Oh yeah,
Tommy Moe.
Great downhiller.
Downhiller.
No, besides that stuff, like actually, other sports besides snow and ice and hunting and fishing.
Yeah, there's
like football.
Yeah.
How many football players are there? You and one other guy?
Yeah, there's me.
Not two, not three,
there's
not
me
four,
and several
not
other
five,
guys.
Several other guys.
Yeah.
I don't know their name.
Chris Cooper was. Did you play with Chris Cooper?
I did.
Yeah, he's from Alaska.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
I'm sure Chris Cooper's in the Hall of Fame. I think. I think there's some volleyball players. There's some people that have gone on to have incredible
careers.
Well,
athletic
back to
careers.
the Gordie Howe hat trick. I bring this up because for the 58th time in Avalanche franchise history, and the first time since Nazem Kadri back in 2022, the Avalanche had a player who achieved the Gordie Howe hat trick, and it was none other than Josh Manson, who had the fight 2 minutes into the game, the goal 10 minutes into the game, and had the assist 2.5 minutes into the second period. So in 22 minutes of hockey, he achieved the Gordie Howe hat trick.
I feel like I wasn't really doing anything differently. It was just one of those nights. That's, it's a funny business, the NHL. Some nights you feel great and you're -3, and some nights you just feel okay and things are going in for you. So just the way it goes,
The Avs had one of those nights last night where you guys could probably relate as offensive players where you're like, we can't wait to get back out on the field because it's so easy, and we're just going to put up numbers, points, stats. Look at these numbers. Manson, a career night, 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists. McCarr, a goal, 2 assists. Nelson, 2 goals, an assist. McKinnon, a goal, 3 assists. Ross Colton, 3 assists. An easy 8-2 win over Ottawa. Good job, boys. How concerned should we be about this Broncos offense and whether or not it can be fixed? I'm gonna play something here from Joel Klatt. Then I want you guys both to react to it. At this point, is there time for Sean to fix this offense, or by this point, it is what it is? Joel Klatt was on with us earlier this week, one of our NFL analysts, and he had this to say about Sean's play calling.
I think Sean can fall in love with schematics at times. And granted, he's great at them, obviously, but he can fall in love with, well, this scheme is there versus this look. But the problem is, that's fine, but can your guys execute that scheme? And Mark, I know you watched the film, the coach's film of the Broncos. I don't, but it seems to me like they are trying to run way too much schematic run game.
All right, I want you guys to respond to that coming
I got
up.
an update. Chris Cooper is not
in the Alaska Hall of Fame.
in the Alaska Hall of Fame.
Maybe you need to.
I know people.
You can nominate him, can't you?
I know
think
people.
as
Well,
a
I vote.
member-
I vote
kind of a big deal.
every year.
Yeah.
Like, they
You
send
vote
me
for
that.
yourself?
No,
No,
he's already in.
no. I'm in. Once I got in, then I was asked to.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in for football or wrestling?
I am in just for overall unbelievable athleticism.
Just
Jabroni.
so
One
like
of
every.
5 guys out of Alaska that played in the NFL. So
Oh, really?
That too.
Do you know the other?
I was the first native-born son, first person born and raised in the state of Alaska to play in the NFL.
So Stoke, I bet everybody else that's in the Alaska Hall of Fame, they have a plaque that specializes
Of me.
in their sport.
Right.
Oh.
His just says overall excellence.
That's it.
Mine just says weapon.
They have plaques. He has a statue.
Yeah.
I got a guy too that I think I want the Broncos to trade for this
All right,
offseason.
that's all coming up.
Ooh.
Somebody just said, Evans, caution there, buddy. The over-laughing meter is rising. Just looking out for you. Okay, all right. I'll try to mute it down again.
Good call. It kind of is a little bit.
Tamp
Right.
it down a little bit.
Mike
but,
finds me funny.
you
It's
know,
not
it's
his
a
fault.
Friday. I'm having fun. Sue me.
Just be aware. Just be aware.
All right.
We don't want to overdo it.
All right. I'll see if I can rein it in. Coming up next.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Denver Sports 1043 to stay up to date on all your local teams. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Okay, for my friends at Cajun Wealth, let me be honest with you. Even after years of saving for retirement, I still had that nagging doubt in the back of my mind. I kept asking myself, is this really enough? Am I actually ready? Saving is straightforward, but feeling confident about the future, that's a whole different ballgame. That's why I sat down with my friends at Cajun Wealth. They built a personalized plan that finally made everything click. They listened to what mattered to me, explained things in a way that made sense, and introduced strategies to me I hadn't even considered. And what I appreciated most, zero pressure, pressure, no sales pitch, just fiduciaries focused on my goals. I walked out feeling prepared and honestly relieved. That's why I'm a client today, and I'm telling you, Trajan Wealth will design that plan specifically for you, your goals, your needs, just like they did for me. Take your next step. Call my friends at Trajan Wealth today. 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100. Or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. They have offices in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, or Loveland. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through
My name is
Trajan
Whitney
Wealth,
Allen.
LLC,
I'm
SEC
a
registered
widow.
investment
My
advisor,
husband
client,
Ryan
paid
died.
advertising,
Never
additional
thought in a
disclosures at
million years
TrajanWealth.com.
we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 11th and get your application fee waived. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 degrees and certificates in fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills you need to achieve your career goals. Get your application fee waived through February 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, feeling cooped up this winter? Mark Schlereth here. You know these Colorado nights can get freezing cold with your furnace running non-stop just to keep things cozy. But here's the thing. While your heating system is working overtime, it's also blowing dust, dirt, and debris through your air ducts and straight into the air you breathe. That's where Ductworks comes in. Your trusted air duct cleaning experts. Using a powerful combination of scraping and vacuuming technology, the Ductworks team clears out years of buildup, grime, and other gunk hiding in your ductwork. The results? Cleaner, fresher air, better energy efficiency, and a healthier home or office for you and your family. Don't wait until spring. Breathe easier now with top-rated service from Ductworks. Call them at 303-425-0985 or visit them online today at ductworks.com for a free residential or commercial estimate.
303-425-0985.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, DU hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Self-defense lessons.
I tased him.
Taser always works.
That's right.
Southern charm.
Look at the boys.
With some classic impressions.
He put his pitchfork down and he grabbed his sledgehammer and he said, "Hey, you want some of this?"
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Happy as a clown.
Our very creative listeners are morphing Is It Just Me Friday into you enjoying getting, well,
roasted,
fatter on our Denver Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe and like. Maddington85 says, "Is it just me, or Stokley's been able to drive into work lately in the snow now because he weighs down his car enough to where it can't slide?"
It's science.
That's good.
That's good.
That's really good.
Right.
That's good. We got a couple more nicknames for you. Bourbon Street Meat.
Bourbon Street.
And this one is quickly climbing up the charts as well. The Po' Boy Doughboy.
Wow.
The Po' Boy Doughboy.
That's good.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Wow.
You gotta keep a list of these
I am.
things.
I ran them all down.
I'm gonna put it up on the mirror when
Yeah,
I'm working out.
That's right. That's right.
Go Stokley, come on.
You're gonna call me the
no more fat shaming me.
No more Louisiana lunchbox for me.
I'll show you.
Yeah, you want to call me Jumbo Gumbo? I'll show you. That is so good.
I got a guy I want to trade for.
For now, can't do that anymore.
No,
for next season.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Tell me who.
David Montgomery.
I saw that last night.
Right.
I thought the same thing.
I think he's a really good running back, and he's a great teammate. I think he would be a perfect complement to R.J. Harvey. And then now you can put running back a little bit more on the back burner as you're heading to the draft. But I really like his running style and how he's a really good running back, and he's a power guy. And so if you're looking at what Dobbins provided, I think he's a little bit of an upgrade over Dobbins. So just thinking about that, I saw it, that he might be a trade candidate this offseason.
Okay.
Mark, I don't know if you called any of his games, but what's your thoughts on David Montgomery?
No, I'm with you. I think he's a really good back. I think he's a really good player. So, yeah, I mean, listen, that's an area that you need to address. I don't know if you're going to bring, if you're going to bring back what direction you're going to go in, Harvey, what he'll be in his second year and all that stuff. But I think that's an area of need. And you've talked about this a bunch, Stoke, about like addressing the offense, and everything needs to be about the offense in this offseason. I think that's a position that you need to fortify.
Montgomery, now with the emergence of Jahmyr Gibbs, they were a really good complementary duo, but with Gibbs now really turning into a superstar, they want to probably feature him more.
That 1-2 punch, though, it's one of the things that Ben Johnson is doing in Chicago like he did in Detroit. There was a great 1-2 balance with those two backs, and then using those two backs in the backfield at the same time. Dave Montgomery is like he's explosive, but he is a churn out, tough yardage, downhill runner.
Yeah, well, I think too, Mike. I mean, you look at it. I mean, it's not like you want to give Jahmyr Gibbs more carries. It's the fact that all of a sudden you look at David Montgomery's contract and what it's going to cost to keep him beyond this year, and you got to start allocating that money to other guys, right? You get to a point to where you can only pay so many guys, and now you try to look for a younger, cheaper complement to Jahmyr Gibbs. I think that's probably maybe why they might look to trade him.
Well, Montgomery,
like $6 million.
Yeah, he signed a 2-year, $18 million contract. He just signed that for the next couple of years. So it's not a bad deal, and I don't think you'd have to give up a ton to go out and trade for him. But I like where you're going. This is a guy who does not. He's going to be 29. Yeah, 29 in June. So, and he doesn't have a lot of tread, or he has a lot of tread left on the tires because in working with Gibbs, his carries the last few years 158, 185, 219, 201. So I mean, he's durable, he's solid, but it's not somebody who's been overworked the last few years that sometimes you see with a running back. Boy, this guy's a touchdown machine, though. In just 7 years in the NFL, he has rushed for 59 touchdowns. So you're talking about almost 8-9 touchdowns per year. The last 2 years, not counting this year, when the Lions were really rolling on offense, he rushed for 25 touchdowns in 2 years. So that's a good one. That's a good one. We were talking about the idea of this offense, which has been inconsistent and up and down and hot and cold all year long. Is there still time, guys, for Sean to fix this offense, or by this point, it is what it is?
Is there time to fix it? It depends on. To me, it depends on for specific game plan and how much diversity. How much are you calling? Like, it's cool to be able to run a lot of things. Joel Klatt said, "Hey, sometimes Sean, he feels like falls in love with schematics," and there is nuance to everything you run. Right, every play has nuance. That's one of the reasons I'm a big believer in identity as opposed to volume. volume offense says to me oftentimes that, hey, man, there are little things that happen to you during a game plan that you're not going to figure out in practice because of the way you practice in no pads and all that stuff, that are going to crop up and be problems in the game. And I talked about that one play, cluster F on one, that was the prime example of exactly that. You put it in. It was a game plan specific play. You were going to run on a little play action, almost waggle out the front side, half roll. And the whole thing got messed up because of the pass protection aspect of it. And it was something that you probably didn't get in practice. Those things tend to haunt you. So can you fix it? Sure, you can simplify some things and do the things that you really know you're good at. But Sean likes volume. He likes to have a lot of things on the docket. He likes to have a lot of answers based upon what you're getting during the course of a game. He's one of those guys, I believe, that says, hey, man, when we get into this formation or this personnel grouping, we're getting this. And you're always looking for the always or the nevers. They're always in this or they're never in this. And so we're going to attack it with this. And he's got answers. And that's great. But again, sometimes when you have a lot of plays and a lot of different things that you want to do, you have a lot of different things that can also bite you in the hiney.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall it's kind of is what it is. I mean, all of a sudden you're not going to look up and see this dominant run game over the next 3 games for the Denver Broncos if they can play 3 more. But we've seen them run the ball decently and have some success there, and I think that's what you're trying to find a way to do here in the playoffs is just be a solid running football team. And find different ways to scheme up good runs, and hopefully you got good matchups. So, Mark's talked a lot about this offensive line and some of their issues, and some of it is technique, some of it is blown assignments, and so hopefully they can just get it figured out here because it's going to be hard for this team to make a run in the playoffs if this run game doesn't become more consistent.
So here's the thing. Over the last month, they've been really good at putting together these long drives, and they've been able to be out there for 8 minutes, 15 plays, 79 yards, but they're not always capping them off with touchdowns. So what about the idea? Is there a way, because we don't trust this team to run well in the red zone, they don't really have a dynamic option at the tight end position or at the slot to be able to use in the red zone. What about trying to incorporate some more big play potential? So you're around the 30-yard line, you're around the 35, 25. What about rather than continuing to extend that methodical drive, at that point, hey, let's try to be a little bit more big play aggressive to try to score, rather than just try to grind it down to the 9-yard line, 1st and goal, and then try to punch it
so
in.
let me ask you a question to answer your question. How do you create big plays? How does that happen?
By running the football.
Well, that's one, right? The play action stuff that sets you up and gets you those one-on-one opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way. The other way is to have Jamar Chase on your team, to have Justin Jefferson on your team, a guy that regardless of how you try to double-team that guy, that dude is open, and he's dynamic, and he can high point the ball, and he can do all those things.
And I get what you're saying. They don't have that guy.
So they don't have that dude that can do that. And then the other point of that is, have they run the ball effectively enough to make you bite, to play instead of playing like deep, to say, hey man, we got to suck up here and we got to stop this. And so if you don't truly threaten teams that way, then they're always going to play you kind of high to low as opposed to low to high, so to speak. So like they don't necessarily have that aspect of their offense doesn't really exist.
That's my point. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying when you have a little bit more space to work with, okay, you get 1st and goal at the 9. You don't have Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson to go make a play for you.
Yeah.
So maybe.
But what I'm saying,
take advantage of when you have a little bit more space on the field.
Right. But what I'm saying is that so instead of biting on that play action when you get to the 30, you're saying, hey man, we'll give up 4 yards on this first carry, right? We'll give up because we're just not going to bite the play action stuff. And then you don't have a dude on the outside that you really feel like is this dude is a one-on-one matchup nightmare, or even if you get double teams on this guy, he's going to kill you.
Stoke, you said this the other day. Is it possible for Sean to just scheme these guys open in such a way? Just absolutely be able to befuddle a defense by just coming up with brilliant schemes inside the red zone.
Well, I mean, I think I've seen it from this coaching staff. I mean, they've done a good job previously in some of the designs of the offensive play, but that only goes so far. I mean, you're not going to continually be able to do that. So at a certain point, it's like me against you. One-on-one, you got to be able to beat man coverage. I mean, most of the time down there, you're seeing a lot of man coverage. You got to be able to beat man coverage. They don't have a lot of guys that are great at beating man coverage, and that hurts them. So, and to your original question, when you get down to the 30-yard line, at a certain point, I think every team would like to just say, yeah, let's just throw it deep and, not run 5 or 6 more plays and get this drive over with and score a touchdown. But you got to be careful because, what is the defense giving you? Now, all of a sudden, you don't want to turn the football over because you're being too aggressive, give up a sack. So there's things like that you have to concern yourself with. And if you're having success doing one thing, you want to continue to do that thing and just get better at the other thing, right? So I don't want this team to get out of what they do well, and they have been doing that well where they've sustained drives. They just haven't been able to finish off drives. So I think there's a fine line there. It sounds good. Well, hey, when we get to the 30, why don't we just be a little bit more aggressive because we got more room to throw over the top? And then all of a sudden, you know what? You get a sack, you get out of field goal range, you turn the football over. So you got to be careful with all of a sudden being too aggressive.
Time for 4-down territory.
It's time for 4-down territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth react to the latest action both on and off the gridiron. Kicking things off with first down.
Well, plenty of Bronco news on this bye week. Their coaches are in demand. We know that Vance Joseph interviewing for a bunch of openings. Davis Webb got a chance to interview with the Baltimore Ravens, and even their special teams coach, Darren Rizzi, got a chance to interview for the Giants, or will get a chance to interview for the Giants head coaching job. So, guys, do you feel maybe even a little bit better about this 14-3 season and what the Broncos have accomplished, that apparently their coaches are in demand?
Do I feel better? No, I don't feel any.
You don't think it puts a little bit of added legitimacy that
when you have success,
they're sniffing around our coaches?
When you have success, your coaches are going to get opportunities. And, by all accounts, Davis Webb was a guy that a lot of people have a lot of high hopes for. He's only, I think, 31, 32 years old. So he's a young guy. And that tends in today's game to have an impact and influence, because owners think that those guys communicate better with younger players, which is a bunch of poppycock, but whatever.
Poppycock?
Poppycock.
Old school.
Yeah, that's an old school reference. But listen, man.
What's next? Balderdash?
Balderdash. But yeah, I think it's great that our coaches are getting opportunities. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, when you win, that's what happens. Right? People want to hire successful coaches. So they look at your record, you've won a lot of football games, hence a lot. That's where you don't hire coaches from losing teams.
Right.
And then, you look at a guy like Davis Webb. Okay, he's a quarterback coach. Bo Nix has had a lot of success. So, and he's a young guy. And you look at that, if you're an owner, you say, okay, is he the next, Sean McVay? Is he the next young, great coordinator? Not coordinator, but offensive coach that can become a great head coach and develop my young quarterback. And that's the way they look at this thing. So I think you look at what the success of Bo Nix, you give credit to his quarterback coach, and this guy is so young that, owners are very intrigued by that.
Second down.
Wildcard weekend. Fascinating weekend where the road teams in 3 of the 4 matchups this weekend, extended weekend, long weekend, and Monday night, are the favorites. You got Houston's a favorite at Pittsburgh. Buffalo's a favorite at Jacksonville.
Rams at Carolina.
Well, I'm just talking about the AFC games.
Oh, AFC games.
I mentioned Buffalo and what's the other game?
Houston, Buffalo,
Houston, Buffalo,
and
Chargers, Patriots. Chargers are and they're only a 3.5-point underdog, which on the road, so that's basically a pick'em game. Guys, your surest bet for an upset this weekend, where the lower seed beats the higher seed, whether it's the Chargers, Bills, or Texans. Best bet.
Jags.
You like the Jags as the best bet for an upset.
Well, they're the underdog, right? The Bills are the favorite?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, give me the Jags. I mean, people keep overlooking the Jags, the Jags? The Jags?
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing the Bills and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason one team's the 3rd seed, the other team's the 6th seed. The Bills
are favored, though.
I understand that. Well, hence your question, and hence me taking the Jags.
Yeah. That's
right.
3 hints from you.
Right. So, I can't take the Bills because they're the favorite.
True. Okay.
You ought to try you ought to try putting a 4th at the end of the hints.
Yeah. Henceforth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
what does that? How does that do with it?
I don't know that it changes anything.
Okay.
I think it just adds a little bit of gravitas to it.
Henceforth, why I took the Jags because they're the underdogs. They're at home, and Buffalo. I saw them get waxed by Atlanta. In Atlanta, they have not looked the same, and I get it. They have Josh Allen, but he can only do so much.
I like the Jags straight up in that game. I think the Jags are a better football team, top to bottom. And I think the one team that's just gonna have great success on Wildcard weekend Monday night, I think Houston goes into Pittsburgh and spanks them.
All right, well, let's talk about that Charger-New England game because that's the game that directly we know immediately who they'll play. If the Chargers win Sunday night, they're coming here. Mark, you did a New England game this year.
Several.
They've been impressive. They've won 14 games. They've blown out a bunch of teams. Drake May is a serious leading contender for MVP, but are they ready to win this kind of game against your Chargers?
I mean, they're a really good team. No question about it.
I'm actually going to go with the Chargers.
Really good team. I'm taking the Chargers. I think the Chargers defense is unbelievably underrated. And listen, man, I think that if Justin Herbert would have played Week 18 for the Chargers, the Broncos would have lost that game.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, hot take.
Oh, my goodness. Eesh.
Really?
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
we
Broncos-
didn't even ask you that.
Yeah,
Why would you even bring that up?
I mean, the Broncos
we
would have
past that
the Broncos
game.
would have approached the game different.
Well, I agree
offensively.
with you, Mike.
The Broncos would have approached it different than approaching it as a playoff game?
This would have been more like the Super Bowl.
Oh, it would have been okay.
Yeah,
That's so.
yeah.
Well, you yourself this week said that once the game gets going, maybe you do see how the game's unfolding and you do change the game plan. You become more conservative.
So going into it though would have been you'd have approached it differently.
I think they still would have tried to do what they did on that first drive, which was a very effective drive.
I think
but
the
then
Broncos.
once
If you just kick
But
field
then
goal,
once they saw what they were going to be able to do defensively, then I think that changed the overall mindset.
Yeah.
Mike,
Well, I'm just telling
I think
you.
the Broncos win regardless of who plays at quarterback. Don't you?
I do.
Yeah, at home.
Yeah.
Broncos country there.
Yeah.
If they would have played,
wow.
if they would have played like that, and
Interesting.
Herbert would have been on the other side, I think that would have been a different story.
Boy, people
that they
love
did not
themselves some Justin Herbert.
No,
I don't get it.
it's more about the way the Broncos played than it is Herbert.
Who has more pressure to win this weekend, Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence?
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
I agree.
Because Trevor Lawrence was a bust a year ago.
Yep.
I mean, that's the path he was going down. He was done.
Yep.
He stunk. What a
Yeah.
terrible pick. So now all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, now you're the new thing again. And so you have a grace period.
Yeah.
You know, Justin Herbert's been great for his whole career pretty much, and he hasn't been able to take that next step. So yeah, I agree. What about Justin Herbert or Josh Allen, Mark?
Oh, Josh Allen.
Has more pressure?
I agree. Josh Allen's played great in the playoffs, but still, it's
More-
like you have got to take that next
also-
step.
yeah,
He's never
also-
been to a Super Bowl. How many AFC championships has he been to?
All I've heard is now that Lamar's not in, now that Mahomes isn't in, Now it's time for Josh Allen to just hoist that team on his shoulders and carry him to the promised land.
See, I don't agree with that at all. I think Josh Allen is such a darling for so many people around the NFL world right now that people will go to great lengths to excuse him and make excuses for him and to place the blame elsewhere. I think if the Bills lose, unless he just spits all over himself, but as long as he plays well and they lose a close game, it's going to be McDermott's fault. It's going to be they don't have enough around him. I guarantee you, if the Bills lose on Monday, the national talk will not be what's wrong with Josh Allen. It'll be, have the Bills failed Josh Allen? Guarantee.
Will it be if the Bills lose, as Stokley and I are predicting, the Bills lose, will Sean McDermott get fired?
You're fired.
Yes.
I think so too.
I do too.
And I think you're not looking at the big picture.
I'm not.
And the big picture is Josh Allen needs to win a Super Bowl to validate his career.
Correct. Absolutely. But I don't think
time is running out.
No, I mean
time is running out.
Running out. He's
Mike, because it's getting late early. Do you see how these windows close? You had your best opportunity, when y'all lost to Kansas City when you were up. And it's not your fault, but I'm just saying the pressure for him to take that next step and get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl without these other great quarterbacks in the playoffs, I think it's more than ever.
Yeah, I think it's ratcheted up as well. That's all. I mean, that's all the national narrative. Yeah, you finally getting your opportunity without the other great quarterbacks in the AFC playoffs.
Well, look,
this is his 8th year in the NFL.
I know.
I mean, just to think that, and also, what makes him special?
His mobility.
Exactly. And, and we saw another great quarterback that all of a sudden his mobility is one of his strengths. I'm not talking about Peyton Manning's mobility. And then all of a sudden it just stopped like this. Who was it?
It's spicy.
Who was it? And the Broncos did it to him.
Oh, Cam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back-to-back games.
Good point.
The Super Bowl and that first regular season game.
Ruined
he
him.
was never the same. So
wrecked him.
It happens quick. It happens quick. I mean, Cam Newton was the MVP that year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was unbelievable. And then 2 games from the Broncos, he was never close to being the same. So all I'm saying here is, you can't just think that this is going to go on forever. So that's it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, look at the NFC, what Peyton Manning, perhaps you've heard of him, Stoke, has to say about his favorite.
My Peyton Manning?
His favorite quarterback in these playoffs. His favorite quarterback in these playoffs. You'll hear from Peyton Manning on that. Also, great redemption for a certain Avalanche player who did something this offseason that led to a little bit of controversy. All that and more coming up next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Your boy Stink here from my friend Troy Hansford. I was talking to him about the housing market, and he told me, hey, man, over this last year, it's gone from one of the hottest it's ever been. The price is declining, something people haven't seen in well over a decade. So if you're thinking about selling your house right now, it may be the time to still sell it and get top dollar. Troy's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline, he's going to cut you a check for $5,000. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families that are approved and ready to buy as we speak. If you have a house, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and dial him up. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash and he can close in as little as 7 days. You got a house to sell? Call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Colorado roads are icy. Accidents happen. When they do, you're in luck with Flanagan Law. I'm Samantha, the personal injury lawyer who stands out from the rest of the guys. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when it matters most.
Men, the new year is here, and if you're like many of us, you're ready to improve your health. But if you're feeling low energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, keeping that resolution can be tough. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if those symptoms sound familiar, we can likely help. They often point to low testosterone, and treating low T is what we do. But this year, we're also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring growth hormone peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more, designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. With our low T treatments combined with our body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or visit RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry is Colorado's largest watch repair center. We service all major brands, factory authorized for TAG Heuer, Cartier, Omega, Breitling, Panerai, IWC, and many more. Matthews, we have time for you.
Online at MatthewsFineWatches.com.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you in RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at ColoradoRLE.com. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. ColoradoRLE.com.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 1043 The Fan. Delusional confidence.
I'm tougher than Mark.
Strong detective work.
Something was way off with him, like some kind of bad gummy bear or something. I don't know. It was just
gummy bear.
And personal hygiene.
Holy Moses. Guy's excited about showering.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
All right. Oh, my man Brandon Stokley is having himself a day. A day. He tackled his demons. He faced the snow head on. He made it down the driveway from Mount Crumpet. He drove in this morning from the Rock. He's here. He's feeling good. And he just delivered breakfast via Richie Carney, who does a great job as the fly guy when we buy.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to finally end my long losing streak for fantasy football last week. And you bought this morning, man. Mickey D's, it's hitting good.
Oh man, it's been
hard.
It's been a good start to the Friday for me. I got my cup of coffees I always do, and then Mark, he was going to Starbucks earlier, and he asked if we want anything. I was like, you know what? I haven't had a mocha in a while. It's been years, decade plus, and so I was like, give me a mocha. I mean, it was straight chocolate. I know why I don't do it anymore, but still. So
he took the first sip. He's like, "Ooh,
wow!"
He's like, "Ooh, that chocolate's in hard."
I could
like
only
eat a Hershey's bar.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
It's like drinking like a melted Hershey bar. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And so I could only drink like half of it, but that was nice little treat. And now I got the McDonald's here. What a great start to a Friday.
Yeah. By the way, just on a side note, your bladder.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't know how your bladder like it would be something that science should study. Like when you should donate your bladder to science when you do pass away, because the amount of fluids you put into your body every day. You got 6 or 7 drinks over there. 7 if you include the Starbucks I brought you.
That's right.
You had two big craft thing, hot coffee keeper things.
Yep.
You got a huge bottle of water. You got a vitamin water. You got a Pedialyte, and now you got the large Coke, no ice.
Got the Pedialyte. You got to get ready for the weekend. No,
Okay, hydrate.
No, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good
true.
base. Got to lay the base down. You never know how the weekend's going to go.
You would think
so.
with all the fluids you drink, it might kind of cut into your appetite a little bit, but as we continue to see,
I think
of that 266, I think about 25 pounds is your bladder.
I think if I had 4 or 5 more bottles here, then maybe that would curb my appetite.
Get it out of the way.
Good.
Yeah,
that's good. It's natural. Wasn't forced. Just
no,
a natural transition.
This was there.
Came within the flow of the offense. Very good. Very good. By the way, you got Stoke has embraced the fact that he's gotten a little fatter, and he's okay with that. He's happy. But it has led to some new nicknames.
Yes.
He's no longer the Louisiana Lightning. The vending machine caught on. But some other ones have now been submitted by our ultra creative listeners. Try some of these on for size. The Louisiana Lunchbox. The Grazing Cajun.
I like that one.
Jumbo Gumbo. Faton Rouge.
I love that. Faton Rouge.
A2 Fat. Bourbon Street Meat. The French Quarter Pounder. And maybe my favorite, the Po' Boy Doughboy. So
good job.
Have some fun with that. It's an Is It Just Me Friday, giving you a chance to get those hot sports opinions off your chest, heading off into the weekend. It can be about anything, and this is about the part of the show on a Friday where we start to get a real loose with you, have some fun. Love to hear from you. RamosLaw.com text line 303-713-1043 on our Denver Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe and get involved there. We got a lot of stuff going on, of course, with the Broncos. You got the Nuggets, the Avs, college football playoffs. What'd you guys think of that game last night? That was fantastic.
Entertaining.
Fantastic game.
Entertaining. Both quarterbacks at the end of the fourth quarter put their teams on their backs, drove them down for touchdowns, and that thing was great. What a great game.
Yeah, that was awesome. Two really good teams battling it out and going back and forth and making plays, right? I mean, that's what happened there. It's those quarterbacks found ways to make plays, and then you see Ole Miss go down there with whatever time left and give themselves a chance.
Was that PI?
Yeah, with 18 seconds
No,
left.
You can't call that. I mean, what are we doing? The ball's overthrown anyway. You can't call that.
And it's different rules on a Hail Mary.
Of course it is. Yeah, you never. So, no, not PI. You can't call in that situation.
Okay.
But congratulations to Miami. And Ole Miss, what a great job they did after Lane Kiffin just left. And, I mean, that was a really good football team. So, and I was watching Miami. I'm just like, I would have just turned around and handed it off to my running back up the middle every play. I mean, they were just bullying Ole Miss and wearing them out. But, hey, it ended up being a really good football game. That was entertaining.
Yeah, it was. By the way, if Miami actually wins the championship, the national championship, can Beck come back to defend the championship for his 8th year of college football?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
7 years.
Do they have a limit on how many years
No,
you can play
why
now?
not? Why not? Give him another doctorate.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I now know why Miami won. I mean, it's great to have a 31-year-old quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, with all that experience.
Right,
So,
right. He's just hitting his prime.
Yeah.
Just hitting his prime.
Making $10 million a year.
Right. Why leave?
Why?
Why leave?
Why not?
I mean, don't you think Shador, I mean, he probably wish he could have should have stayed at CU.
Sure. Sure.
I mean,
Maybe
these
make more
guys
money at CU.
Well, yeah, they're making, in 1 year, they're making more money than his whole contract
Yeah.
at Cleveland. I mean, these guys are making, $4.5, $5.5, $6 million a year as these quarterbacks.
The game tonight, Indiana against Oregon.
Could you imagine? Sorry to cut you off, Mike, but I'm gonna.
It's okay.
All right,
it's your day.
Could you imagine being in college?
No.
And you were a really good player. I was a good player, but I probably would have been one of the highest paid on my team, and I would have hit the portal.
You would have hit the portal.
I would,
Easily.
here's 20 and a sack of crawfish. No, thank you. I'm gonna hit the portal. But like what you would have done if you got paid, I don't know. Let's just say $500,000 to $1 million. Now we're not quarterbacks, right? Quarterbacks are going to be making the most money, but if you get paid that type of money, $1 million a year in college.
Oh.
How many draft beers could I got at the keg?
Oh my God!
Can you imagine all of a sudden having that kind of money as a college student?
That's right.
I can't even.
It's
fathom
insane.
Can you guys fathom it? Is the question?
No,
absolutely not.
But what kind of person would it have made you? What kind of teammate would it have made
question.
you?
Yeah.
Like how would it have changed who you are? Like how would it have changed who I am? Would I have grinded like I did, or would I have been the vending machine in college?
Yeah.
Right.
And
they'd have moved you to fullback.
Right.
You'd have been the Adam Prentice of the Raging Cajuns.
Right. And Stoke, if Mark all of a sudden was making $1 million in college, do you think he comes out of college worried about letting his teammates down?
No. He's not worried about it. He's rich.
He's rich.
No, I'm staying in, probably getting a doctorate
Who cares?
in general studies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I've graduated with general studies. Now I'm going to get my doctorate in it.
Yes. Dr. Schlereth, I'm going to be doing all of my office hours at the Corner Club.
Yeah.
Pictures on me.
It's
a great point.
It is so interesting to me, too, because we all had hard times in college when things didn't go your way, and you change. For me, I had to change positions and injuries and all that stuff. At what point, is that the most valuable thing you go through? When you can just pack up and go, well, you know what? I see the grass is greener over there. I'm going to go over there. Or, hey, it didn't work out for me here. I got challenged and somebody beat me out. I'm going somewhere else. It's like there's value in all that stuff that most of these kids don't.
Yes.
Most of these kids don't just.
Yeah, listen to you two. You're placing value on all this stuff.
No. But
it's easy to talk about that when you're not making $1 million a year.
Wait,
if you're making $1 million a year, does those other value intangibles matter as much?
Well,
it builds you. I mean, that's
right.
who you are. That's when you
should,
become.
Yeah.
The person that you're going to be as you move forward. Are you able to handle and fight through adversity,
right.
Or do you just say, "I'm gonna pick up and leave"? And now in 10 years, what do you have to fall back on because you never had to battle through anything?
You sound jealous.
You always say that.
I'm not jealous.
You both sound jealous of what these guys are making right now.
I have there's zero jealousy.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot for saying. Stop saying that. It pisses me off. No one's jealous.
This is your way of spinning it. You're
no
saying
one is
it like,
jealous.
Oh, well,
why would I be jealous?
They're making all this money, but the moment they face adversity, they don't know how to deal with it, and it's going to cost them later on. I didn't make I got $20 and some crawfish, but at least I built up.
I feel
willpower.
I feel sorry for him.
You feel sorry for these guys making $1 million?
I feel sorry for them from the fact that they're never going to have what we had. Man, I have a text line right now. The text line's going crazy with a text chain with 15 guys I play college football with. About the game last night that we were on it. You'll never have that because you're a mercenary. You bounce from place to place to place. You never develop relationships. You never count on one another. I could ask any one of these guys to take a bat to your head. It would be a huge bat, by the way.
Bat to his head?
Yeah.
Like,
that's from
like
the
Untouchables.
Untouchables, yeah.
Oh.
That's Untouchables. Like there.
Oh. We're going to take
Give me
Evans
that
out?
sound. Give me that sound again. Yeah.
Have to be a big bat.
A huge bat.
Big bat.
Not a wood bat would just
explode.
Explode on contact.
Yeah.
I mean, stop saying we're jealous. No one's jealous of them. Why would we be jealous of them? I think it worked out pretty well for Mark and I.
Yeah,
I'm good with where I'm at.
But you guys
are
fine. Yeah, but you guys,
I'm good.
You
like
do realize that playing 10+ years in the NFL make you like in the upper
or elite
2% of all NFL players.
Probably 1%.
Yeah, you probably is.
Yeah, no, but so good for them. Good for them that they're making the money they're making. It's just different now, and how does that impact where you're going to be in 10 years? Who knows? I mean, obviously, look, if you got a few $1 million coming out of college, I think that's awesome. But what are you missing out on?
Yeah.
And do you have those relationships moving forward? Do you have that college experience?
Right.
And some people don't care about it, whatever.
Right.
But for me, I wouldn't change my college experience, and how things turned out for me. Would it have turned out different in the NFL if all of a sudden, back in 1996, I got paid, $200,000 or $100,000? I don't know. I don't know how it would have affected me and my approach to working and continuing to grind like I did when I wasn't making anything.
I've always been an advocate of the players getting paid. But this has just gotten this has gotten out. There's a difference between getting paid and then having commitment. Like, I don't mind you getting paid, but there should be a commitment. There should be something. There should be if you're going to play professional sports, which this has become, then there needs to be a contract and a commitment. If we're going to pay you this money, you're gonna be here for a certain amount of time, and if you don't, then you're gonna have to pay the money back.
It is amazing. I saw a story the other day on like the ESPN crawl at the bottom of the screen, and it was talking about some player who was transferring to another school, and the news was reported on the crawl, and it said confirmed by so and so's agents.
Yeah.
Right?
So
here's a guy,
representatives,
he's got
agents.
agent. I mean, boy, what a time to be a sports agent. What a time.
Can you imagine
what a time to jump into that industry?
In college?
Huh?
Because guess what? Your client is a free agent every 6 months.
Every 6 months.
How great is that if you're an agent?
It's the best.
Well, the quarterback for Washington, Desmond Williams Jr., signed a deal to make, like $4.5 million a couple weeks ago at Washington.
Then he's going to skip.
And then he said, nope, I'm out. And they're like, wait, what? You signed a contract, and then now they were suing him.
Uh-huh.
His agent dropped him. And then now he said, okay, never mind, I'm going back. But they thought that was going to be a landmark case of upholding contracts. Like if you signed a contract 2 weeks ago, how do you just get up and leave? At some point, there's got to be a commitment from the players.
Yes.
And so, but he ended up going back to Washington. So that kind of worked itself out there. But Mike, you got to stop.
You got to have a commitment to the player. The players need a commitment, just like all the coaches have this unbelievable commitment and desire to stay at the school they sign a long-term contract with.
Mike, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin didn't have a commitment to Ole Miss?
Apparently.
Stop saying we're jealous.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
No one's jealous.
People are noticing it on the RamosLaw.com text line.
People are noticing it.
Oh, yes.
Stokely's getting cranky. Sounds like he's hangry. Somebody better get him another McMuffin.
I haven't eaten my McMuffin yet. I only had one hash brown. I'm about to go eat the McMuffin next, and then to finish it off.
Another hash brown?
Yeah, 2 hash browns. Yes. One's not enough these days
So
to keep me happy. I want to be happy.
The initial hash brown kind of coats and greases the esophagus so that you can put down the egg and muffin.
Yeah.
And then after the egg and muffin, you need a little. It dries it out a little bit. You need some more grease.
Exactly.
And then you wash it down with the big Coke.
When you hear him getting angry like this, it's like his happy meter his happy tank is getting empty, and it needs to be filled up with more food. On the RamosLaw.com text line, is it just me?
I eat because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I eat.
Is it just me? I think I'd rather have $1 million than a 15-friend text message thread.
That's good.
No,
That's really good. I probably I would second that.
I think the question will be in this age of NIL, and this will be because it's not going away anytime soon. I'll be curious as you guys start to talk to NFL people, Stink, when you're doing games, if you continue to do games.
What does that mean?
Well,
wait, you just kind of threw that in there. That's kind of like you don't think he's going to continue to do games?
I just hope he does. That's all. I'm just saying I hope he gets a chance.
You think they're phasing him out altogether? I mean, they phased him out of the TV. I look up there, I see his old partner still, Danny Park guy? Danny Park?
Perkins.
No, he's still doing it.
Parkins.
Yeah.
He's still.
Perkins is the restaurant, right?
Oh, okay.
Parkins.
I don't know. That's Tiger.
Wow.
Too soon?
Wow.
Too soon?
No. No. Is that where he was like
That was his
spot.
That was his spot.
Like, of all places.
That was the sweet spot.
Of all places, Tiger Woods, what are you doing at Perkins?
Yeah, that was the sweet spot right there.
Oh, yeah.
But I am going to be curious as this first wave of NIL college players come into the NFL, what NFL people are saying about all this stuff. Are they hungry? Are they committed? Can they take criticism? You know, because you're right. At this point, if you're a player and you just don't, coach is being mean to me, or I don't like my role, I'm just going to go somewhere else rather than having to push through it, fight through it, deal with it. I'll just go somewhere else.
I think
I'll be curious to see what the NFL thinks of this.
But see, I think they'll learn more about guys now than they did before. Because before you didn't know how guys would react when they got money. Now you do. You do.
That might be the silver. That might be the silver lining to this part of it.
If they continue to work in college when they're making millions of dollars,
good point.
Then they're going to continue to work in the NFL when they make millions of dollars. But when you're in college making nothing, yeah, you're grinding because you want to get to the NFL to get paid.
Yeah.
Take care of your family.
That's the first good point I've ever heard him make. It's really solid.
I thought I made one a couple weeks ago. You weren't, that was
when
you were in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So you weren't here. Mike remembers it.
Yeah.
So
that's actually a really. I'm going to steal that. That's a really astute.
You can use it for your podcast. See, that's the stuff I bring to the table that Evans doesn't bring to the table.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine if you had that kind of co-host. And we could still have a role for you, Evans. You're just the third other guy. You sit off to the side.
Yeah.
And you're when
update
we make
guy. Update.
And if we make a mistake, you're the corrections
Right.
guy. Like, hey, Mike, what did we make a mistake on?
Breaking news, guys. Right.
Or if you say something funny, I can just be your laugh track.
Yes.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying.
Man.
Yeah.
There's still a spot for you, Evans. We're not going to totally get rid of you.
I could be a paid overlaugher. I don't mind that.
No, I mean, you're not getting paid cash. We like snowblower and chainsaw.
Do you have any?
We'll get a deal with like Home Depot or Lowe's, and then we'll get you some merchandise.
Gift cards. Gift cards. Yeah. Do you have anything that's like you don't use anymore, like an old shovel or something you could bring by for Evans?
I got a snow shovel that I was about to throw away.
Yeah.
You probably have some like good wedges and stuff, irons that I could probably use. Maybe like a 56 degree. 53
No, those
degree.
are kind of worn out, and then I lose those. Like every year, I lose both of my I got like a 56 and a 52. I lose them. Yeah.
Really, you leave them on the course?
Yeah, I just because I am so focused on my shot. Okay. So I usually bring especially if you got to walk. But so I just drop I bring a couple clubs over there, and I'm like focused on and if I hit a good shot, I'm fired up. So I forgot that I brought 3 clubs over there, right? And I just start walking off, and then so I do. I lose, or if I hit a bad shot, I'm pissed, and I'm not thinking about my clubs that I brought out there with me, and so so I usually lose. Those once or twice a year.
On this, is it just me Friday? This is just for all the golfers out there. Is it just me, or is there really nothing more annoying when you realize you've left a club behind on one of the holes?
And a head cover, a club, my rangefinder.
Yeah.
So the guys at Highlands Ranch love going to Highlands Ranch. Shout out to all of them over there. Andy, Eric, Mateo, Scotty, a great group of guys. They would bet my fake bet, but they would ask my playing partners before we plays like, okay, what are the odds that Stokley leaves something on the course?
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's how bad it is. That's how bad
Wow.
it is. Whether it's my rangefinder, a head cover, or a wedge, I just always leave stuff everywhere.
By the way, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy Friday. I'm taking it from Cecil. Don't be that guy that once you realize you've left something behind, that you're like, hey, guys, I'll catch up with you, and you get into your car, and then you drive back to the holes.
Well, what the hell am I supposed to do if I don't have my no.
You trust the people behind you to pick it up and bring it in. Don't slow everybody down by driving backwards.
Oh, no. So I left my rangefinder at Inverness about a month or 2 ago. Oh, I got to get that dang rangefinder.
So
You're talking about it, huh?
You started driving back. How many holes did you have to drive back to find it?
1, 2. So I drove back 2 holes, but not a lot of people.
Where do you set it?
I'll tell you in a second. Not a lot of people were out there, okay? Thank goodness. And so I thought it might have been on the previous tee box. No, it wasn't there. So then, and it's cart path only. So that stinks. So I'm running all the way over, and so I ran to the last shot where I knew that I did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was 2 holes previously, and there's no one else on the course. And so I go over there. I was like, this is where I know that I shot the last distance. And then I was like, I don't know where it is. Screw it. Now I got to go back. And then when I went up to the green, I'm like, I bet I placed it down by my wedges. And then there it was, just sitting there next to the green.
So you had to run to find out onto the course? You're getting a lot of running in?
Yes.
And this happened several months ago?
Yes.
So my guess is you haven't left anything behind lately. Not much running happening.
Wow! Well, I say run, but it's like where you pump your arms and you just kind of move your feet a little bit like that.
Like speed walking. Like one of those speed walkers, yeah.
Like you're trying to hustle, but you're really not hustling. Like I'm trying to figure this thing out quickly. Like, I could have walked faster than I was running.
Right. I felt a little bit like you, Stoke, because as soon as he said that, as soon as he got you with that zinger, he looked over at me for approval.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Did you see it?
Got him. I got him, Marky. I got him.
Are you proud of me, Stink? Are you proud of me?
I'm proud.
Here's one. Is it just me? Is it just me, or would the ultimate karma be Russell Wilson takes Mark's TV job?
Everybody was knocked out. I was doing high knees.
Wow. Oh, wow.
You would.
Oh.
What would that?
Fox and Russ.
Because
that wouldn't surprise me
You
at
know
all.
the TV executives would love him.
Oh, dude.
They would love him.
Any QB.
And he wants to be in the spotlight. He's got to stay in the spotlight. He's a guy that he needs that. He craves that spotlight. So whether it be, he's going to try to do something.
We remember him from the press conferences. Can you imagine him if all of a sudden he's doing a national broadcast?
Here comes the airplane.
Oh, my God. He would just have 3 hours of that.
I think
I go quick. I don't know if it's Wolverine blood or what.
I think he would drive people nuts, though.
Eventually, yes.
You think early on he'd be a
early
hit?
on,
kind of like Romo?
Yes. I think he might be a bit of a hit. I think TV executives would love him for
Romo,
a while.
I'm going to be nice.
He's lost his fastball.
He never had a good fastball.
He had a good fastball.
People thought he did, but he didn't, because he was guessing the plays. Nance would never call him out when he missed the plays. He was like, it'd be 1 for 4, and the one that he hit, Romo does it again. No, Jim, call him out when he missed the other 3, please. And he's just his jokes is corny. Just like, come on, buddy.
Shut up! You want to
There
weigh
you
in
go.
on all this TV
Nope.
talk?
No.
Hey,
listen, man.
Hey, all of a sudden, when it comes to TV and networks, Mark Switzerland here.
I know. Hey, are you kidding me? I make fun of it every day. I know exactly how it works.
James Palmer. That's how it works. He joins us next.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 1043 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
You know why most New Year's resolutions fail? Because they require a commitment, discipline, time. People can't sustain it. That is not a problem if your resolution for 2026 is to get your hair back. Simply reach out to Advanced Hair Restoration. One day, that's it, one day, to put you on a guaranteed path to gain your hair back. At Advanced Hair Restoration, you'll meet Dr. Tanya Pauls and her all-star team. Learn about their simple one-day FUE treatment. Your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. I did this myself 20 years ago with Dr. Tanya Pauls. So simple. The aftercare is easy. And that amazing feeling when almost immediately you start to see your own hair come in, man, it feels awesome. I mean it sincerely when I say Advanced Hair Restoration can literally change your life. Celebrate this new year with a fuller head of hair. Get a free consultation, $250 off, 250 free hair grafts. Just call 720-459-HAIR and at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
I dared Archwell Health to keep track of my vitals and my grandkids' names.
I dared Archwell Health to simplify my prescriptions, so Max and I have more time to play. Good boy.
And I dared Archwell Health to be closer than my neighborhood coffee shop.
Our members dared us to do more as a primary care provider for adults age 60 and up.
So we made it our mission. Visit archwellhealth.com and become a member today. Archwell Health. We dare to care.
Free barbecue. Yep, absolutely free barbecue. Hey, everybody, Dan Jacobs, the barbecue lawyer at 303 Law 4040. It's 2026, and we are taking our free meal program to the next level, and I want you to help spread the word with me if you can. I got a brand new smoker, and this thing's a beast. It's over 6 feet tall, so we can cook that 1,000 pounds of free barbecue each and every month. Here's what you do. It's Eastern Hills Community Church, 4 to 6 p.m. every first and third Thursday. I'm smoking up delicious pulled pork or my addictive copycat Chipotle recipe, and we're serving it up for free. You just get in line, you pop the trunk, we put free groceries in your trunk, and then we ask you how many meals you need for the night. It's that simple, no questions asked. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. Help us spread the word, and if you have any questions, you can always call me. The barbecue lawyer's number is 303 Law 4040.
This is TV's Dr. Travis Stork for Eggland's Best Eggs. Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm fresh taste, plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
You'd love new windows, but don't want to pay a fortune for them. I get it. Well, January is a great time of year thanks to Window Nation. Right now, they're more affordable during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows Free sale. Plus, you could get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. And ask how you could get a pair of Icon Pass 2-day sessions. If you're feeling cold drafts, have trouble getting your windows open or closed, or paying a lot for your heat, it's time for new windows. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Visit windownation.com now.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, TU hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, TU hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Food critiques.
I love chicken. I hate chicken salad.
What?
If you put chicken salad in front of me, I'd gag.
Hard-hitting analysis.
I took an Ambien on accident before practice, and that's what he looked like out there.
And some constructive criticism.
Reminded me of the show that Mike had yesterday. Just a little off, not completely there. You were like, Mike, are you going to take control of this show? Like, how many times did you have to say that yesterday?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
James Palmer is our NFL insider, part of our all-star lineup every week of Bronco and NFL analysts and insiders. James joins us now, and James, a lot of job openings, but also a lot of worthy candidates, it seems like, out there, including one Vance Joseph. You hearing anything about a possible fit for VJ?
Yeah, I think he's up there. I certainly do. Talking to people around the league, Mike, over the last probably 48 hours, I'm not sure he's a lock for a job. I think the landscape dramatically changed when obviously Harbaugh got thrown into the mix and then Mike McDaniel became available. I know most people are thinking about Mike as an offensive coordinator. That's not really the way he's completely perceived across the league. So I would say the pool is much different for VJ than it was when the first initial contact started happening. I mean, to my understanding, Tennessee was in on it very, very quickly on VJ. I think the Giants obviously had a ton of time to do a lot of work, and I think I want to clarify with all the time they have, oftentimes everybody goes, what's the advantage? Usually what the advantages is you rule out candidates. You can put so much work in that you can actually kind of see who you're not interested in, and New York was. And so I do think, the landscape has changed for him differently with a couple of other names coming in. But again, there's more openings than we thought there were going to be. Obviously, he has ties to, Arizona, and he has ties to Miami, obviously, as well. I do think, the lack of, offensive mind gurus in this cycle. I mentioned McDaniel, but outside of that, it's a little bit thinner than we've seen in years past. I think that bodes well for VJ, bodes well for somebody like Jesse Minter. I think the success of Mike McDonald up in Seattle also plays in favor of both of them. But I don't know if there's a particular spot this early in the process. These are kind of the quick version of the interviews that are going through right now.
You talk about offensive kind of gurus and offensive guys having somewhat of an advantage, so to speak, when it comes to the hiring process. What about Davis Webb, 31 years old, the quarterback coach here? A lot of people talking about him. He's getting the interview with the Raiders, getting another interview. So what about him? How viable is he? And is this one of those things, kick the tires for maybe the next hiring cycle, or is he a legit candidate?
I think he is more of a legit candidate than people think. I mean, because he checks the two boxes that a lot of people are fascinated with, and this is aimed to general managers as well. But having played the position is really, really valuable in quarterback rooms. I mean, go look at Bryce Young. You talk to people down there, and they're like, well, nobody's played the position in his entire quarterback room. Everybody who's working with him's never played it. That comes up down there in Carolina. And I think that's an advantage for Davis. The rooms he's been in is an advantage. But at the same time, he has such an acumen for lack of better term, guys, the nerdy side that I think all of us are probably not very good at, the analytics side, the side that, in terms of what he can do with, data and things like that. I think he brings a lot to the table. I would say curiosity is the case with a lot of teams because the buzz has gotten around that this guy really does have the potential to be a future head coach. What I would look for right now when I mentioned these defensive candidates, does any of them want to pick Davis as their offensive coordinator? And I would think that might be right now a more viable option maybe for him this offseason if we're just playing the percentages. But I think there's a wild card team in all of this. And I'm not saying I'm linking Davis Webb to the Ravens, but that's a team that really goes outside of the box. They did it with Harbaugh. They have so much stability as a building that they have the ability. I mean, Brandon, you played there. So, I do think they have the ability to go for somebody like Davis. But I do know that it's a little bit beyond curiosity, and he is considered a viable candidate considering the options.
James, looking at the AFC, what coach is under the most pressure? Is it Tomlin? Is it the Bills coach? I just forgot his name. I don't know how. McDermott. And what player is under the most pressure when you look at? Is it Josh Allen? Is it Herbert? Is it Trevor Lawrence? What coach and what player in the AFC are under the most pressure?
Yeah, great question, Brett. I think, honestly, it's Sean McDermott because he's the guy who's playing in an AFC with his, unicorn quarterback, and the other three are not participating in the dance. That game right now that I've circled is I hate that one of the teams has to lose because I really, really like Jacksonville. I've talked to a lot of people there, and I love what they're building in James Dotson and Tony Baselli and Ian Cohen, those three, and what they've done. And if they lose to Buffalo, it's going to be, told you. This is the same old Jags, guys. Same old Jags. And if the Bills lose, it's going to go, this is the same. This is what happens. They come up short, even in a season where they have an advantage. They come up short, and then I think that pressure falls more on Sean McDermott than it falls on Josh Allen.
Does he get fired if they lose?
I believe.
James, does he get? Sorry to cut you off.
No, I don't. Yeah, no. I don't think he does. I think he's beloved in that building. I think the person, if they do lose right away, Brandon, that's more in danger is Brandon Beane. I would say Beane is probably more in danger than Sean McDermott because McDermott has such a good pulse on the locker room, on the vibe, on all of that. I think Brandon and their lack of finding an outside threat, a viable threat. Keon Coleman's been a complete bust for them on the outside. I mean, they're using Brandon Cooks as their outside the numbers type of receiving threat this postseason. So I don't think he does. I think we'll keep our eye on Mike Tomlin though. Just that would be a mutual parting of the ways if he decides to go somewhere else. And he would have a much different say than the way it ended in Baltimore with John Harbaugh. Essentially, with everybody I've talked to, he was straight up fired.
Busy with James Palmer.
James, just turning the focus of the Broncos, who obviously are off this wildcard weekend, but getting ready for a divisional round. How much concern is there nationally, the buzz on the Broncos, the offense, the lack of production? Just on the Broncos in general, where are you what are you hearing about them coming into a playoff run, even with that number 1 seed?
Yeah, for sure. I think the biggest thing was, and I talked to people in Jacksonville about this, people in New England about this, and people in Denver about this, it was all three of them knew the importance of the one. With how wide open the AFC is, that anybody can beat anybody, and how strange this postseason is compared to seasons past, getting that one was vital in all three teams' minds because of probably their quarterback's lack of experience in the postseason plays a part, because they all know that even though they're very good teams and have a lot of wins, there's flaws within all of them. I talked to a GM yesterday who was like, I could see the Bears, Patriots, and Broncos all being one and done. Like that's where the league thinks, and they also are like, and I could see 2 of the 3 winning the Super Bowl. So I think that's where the parity is in this postseason, and why the number 1 seed was so important. I do think offensively they have things that they need to correct. I know talking to people with the Chargers, they were a little like, we weren't shocked. We weren't blown away by Bo Nix. We know this team is really good, but I think Bo's had a little bit of an up and down type of situation, and I think Jesse has a really good scheme down there in LA with the Chargers, so I think there was a lot to go against. But I do think there's things that I would say people in that building are making sure that they can correct before they move forward. But it's so wide open. I think what that GM said is fascinating to me.
James, enjoy your wild card weekend. We appreciate it, pal.
Oh, it's going to be the best, isn't it?
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be the best.
Going to be fun. James Palmer joining us, part of our all-star lineup of NFL insiders and analysts, from Mike Kliss to Joel Klatt to Dan Orlowski, and then batting cleanup, it is James Palmer. Coming up next is an Is It Just Me Friday, and the Avalanche made a somewhat controversial move during the offseason. How they appear to be getting the last laugh next.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Denver Sports 1043 to stay up to date on all your local teams. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced, with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. coloradorle.com.
Enjoy this run to the playoffs and be safe when you're going to the games or to parties. If you do get into an accident, make the right call to Flanagan Law. While the other guys blend in, I stand out. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when you need it most.
Hey Broncos country, it's Terrell Davis here. It's a new year. It's time to work on a new you.
At Fitness Gallery, we have deals everywhere, up to 50% off. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins. We have you covered.
Happy New Year, Susan. I really appreciate you picking up the bill for lunch.
I'm happy to. One of my New Year's resolutions is being better with money. So I've started using Upside, the free app that pays you cash back for buying gas.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I earn cash back just for buying the gas I was already buying.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play and start earning cash back on everyday gas purchases. Use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents per gallon on your next fill up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RIDER for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RIDER. Code RIDER. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. That's RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
When it's cold, the last thing you want is your home's heater to quit on you. At 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, our team of comfort specialists take the frustration out of the equation. From simple repairs to more complex fixes, we'll get you warm and comfortable quickly. Just call 855-1-HOUR or visit onehourair.com. Don't forget, we're
always on time or you don't pay on time. Always on time or you don't pay on time.
independently owned and operated, licensed in their respective state or county.
Payton Manning here. Throughout my football career, staying healthy was a big priority, but bumps, bruises, and injuries were part of the game. And for me, it's not just the clinical excellence and expertise that sets a medical team apart. It's also the compassion, kindness, and empathy they show. At Common Spirit Health, healing is quality care and human kindness. And my friends at Common Spirit are teaming up with their partners to spread human kindness and create healthy communities. Common Spirit Health. Hello, human kindness.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by the National Western Stock Show, January 10th through the 25th. Tickets at nationalwestern.com.
Tune into Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Passive aggression.
Oh, Mark. Sweet, naive, childlike Mark.
Culinary techniques.
So you got the crawfish, you got the tail, you pinch, twist, and some people like to slurp it. You're a slurper.
And backhanded apologies.
You know what? I would like to officially apologize to you, Mike. You were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. You're skinny. I'm fat.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Oh, having fun here on a Friday with you. And is it just me Friday? The Avalanche last night, guys, and I'm very curious to get your perspective on this because it tells a lot, I think, about what this guy has gone through and what he's doing this year. So last year, the Avalanche acquired Brock Nelson at the trade deadline, and it was really regarded as a big-time move. You know, this is the second-line center that they've been looking for since Nazem Kadri. And he was okay in the 19 games that he played during the regular season, but he, like a lot of other guys, disappeared in the playoffs, did not have a goal in the series against Dallas. This year, back, knowing that he was going to be with the Avs, he's been terrific. 43 games played so far. He already has 21 goals, 37 points. This coming in the first year of a 3-year contract that the Avs signed him to that caught some flack around the league, as Jared Bednar reflected on after the game last night.
Took a lot of heat when we signed him for his number around the league, if I remember correctly. And now you see what guys are signing for that play that position that are, in my opinion, not as good as Brock. We got a lot of confidence in him as a player and what he can provide. And I just, like, with all the circumstances with him coming to us last year, I don't think it was fair to just take a little snapshot of his play from the deadline on and expect him to be the player that he was, comfortable in a situation that he'd been in for over 10 years on the island. But he's certainly comfortable now, and we're seeing everything he does. It's so much more than just creating offense, right? But he's chipping in those areas for us, and I think he's an exceptional player. And we're not the only ones that think that. Obviously, he's going to the Olympics, playing for Team USA, which is a very deep, stacked roster. There's lots of decisions to make. So obviously, we're really happy with this game, and I hope it can continue.
That deal that they signed him to, a 3-year deal, annual AAV of $7.5 million per year for his age 34, age 35, and age 36 seasons. You know, what I'm curious to get your guys' perspective on is because we as sports fans, we're just so used to guys getting traded. You know, for us as sports fans, trades are what makes sports a lot of fun. And I'll admit, I don't often think about the person dealing with a trade, uprooting, and what that can do to their performance. So when you see that maybe a guy like Nelson didn't exactly come in and blow people away last year, then signs the contract and have people saying, ooh, was that a smart move? But to see him now comfortable, settled in, knew where he was going to be right from the start of the season and playing this well, do you feel a little extra good for a guy like that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he played for the Islanders for what, forever before he got here, and
10 years.
Yeah, and you get as an athlete, you're in such a routine all the time. You know, we talk about those routines and all that stuff, and it gets waylaid a little bit. And new people, you're trying to prove yourself. You're probably doing more than you probably should to try to prove yourself. All that stuff, all those things can weigh into it. So it's cool to see him get his opportunity, and it's cool to see the Avs recognize, hey man, this guy is really exactly what we're looking for. Let's reward him. So that's all that stuff is cool.
Not easy thing to do at all.
Have you ever been traded in the middle of a season?
No.
Cut in the middle of a season?
Cut in the middle of a season?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
So neither one of you.
But I've signed with the team after the third week of the season.
Okay.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Worked out pretty good for me.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple touchdowns in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
But how was the initial kind of integration into the locker room and stuff when you first got there?
It's difficult.
Yeah.
You don't know anyone.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like looking around. I knew a couple guys, thank goodness, that were here. Columbus, Ben Hamilton. And so that was nice to have those guys because I played with them with the Broncos. And so at least you have a couple guys, but they were offensive linemen. You know, I didn't really vibe with the linemen, all that much. But they were fine. So it's hard. That was a joke.
I know. I got it.
I know, but Mark's staring at me. I don't know
No,
if he's pissed or if he's
no.
I know. I don't want to get suplex like the Huff did.
Yeah.
It is Friday. It's risk reward day. So like I'm like, no bueno, man. I'm gonna get out of here early today.
Low risk day.
No, it's hard. It's very you got to for me as an receiver, I got to learn a new offense, those types of things. So that makes it difficult. The other thing is chemistry.
Yeah.
If you don't have chemistry with your quarterback and Brock with all the other guys on the ice, there's just something that you have to practice. You have to work on. It comes with time and experience. And so very, very difficult thing to do to Bednar's point there. I mean, I thought I made a couple jokes there, and it just like nothing went with you two guys. Y'all are like, I don't know.
I think though that you have to.
And Evan still doesn't even know. He just keeps rolling.
So he was with the Islanders for 11 years. So if you guys, I'm trying to keep you focused.
You're not it doesn't resonate. Like he's used to my humor.
Okay, yeah.
You might be a little bit higher brow humor than I am.
Yeah.
So it went kind of over the head.
I don't overlap.
It's hard to get. It's hard to get over Mike's head with anything, but.
Right.
You did.
I know. I mean, you don't just give me like a.
I don't.
And then you can just move on.
I don't overlap with you as much as I overlap with Mark.
I just need a little laugh. Just a little laugh.
I'll give you a little.
Just a humor. Give me a pat on the head here. Good one, and then you can just talk about
But if you could try to, because let's say you had been with the Colts for 6 years, all right, and all of a sudden in the middle of your 7th year you got traded to the Broncos. Stink, you're in Washington for 6 or 7 years, and in the middle of that season, you get traded to Denver. This is the part that I think we as fans, we don't think about the upheaval that has on somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have been in one place for a long time, and now all of a sudden,
right?
You're living out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
Especially
the kids
if you have
are in
a family.
school, right? The kids are in school. You can't yank them out of school. Now you're living in a hotel,
by
or
yourself.
Yeah. That's hard.
The other place you knew where everything was, where you're going to eat, where where the gym is, where you're working out facility, all those things. Now all of a sudden you get to a place and it's just you're a fish out of water. Very difficult.
And that's why I'm not surprised, and we talked about this before the Avs season began, how it was going to be pedal to the metal right from the start because the team that they put together after the trade deadline was a really good team on paper, but maybe because it was put together with only about 20 games left in the regular season, it never really found its groove. Now you bring back that same team.
But you didn't want to
right
hear that
from the
last
start.
year. You didn't want to hear that last year because you're all goo-goo
I
gaga
know,
about
I know.
Mikko, and I can't believe they traded him. They could have signed him for this, and why they. So how do you feel?
But they did lose, and so I didn't think they should lose, but they did lose.
To
And that
your
may have
team,
been,
too.
And that may have been that wasn't my team, and that may have
Still
been
is
the
his
reason.
Dallas is your team.
And that may have
Still
been
is
the
his
reason
team.
why. So that's
Oh, yeah,
why
still is his team.
with everybody
Thanks a
back
lot, Mike.
to start the season, I felt confident you were going to see a team that was committed right from the start. I didn't think it'd be.
How do you look at the
I
trade?
didn't think it'd be at this level.
How do you look at that trade now after
Which trade?
The Mikko
The
trade.
Mikko trade?
Yes. How do you
Mikko
look
trade
at that
is still
one?
to be determined. It's
Right
gonna-
now, though. Right now, how would
Right-
you look at it? Is it a loss? Is it a win? Because you see,
It's got to be a win. Look what they've done.
They wouldn't have been able to do all these other signings. How do you look at
At
it?
this point, I don't consider it a win because
you consider it a loss.
All that matters ultimately is what happens in the playoffs, and all we have to go on right now is what we have, which was the playoff matchup last year in which that dude single-handedly beat you in Game 7. So for now, it doesn't look great. But that's why I think it's going to take us a few years for this thing to really show whether or not it was a good deal or not. And that really won't be figured out until we get into the playoffs again.
Okay. Where do you stand on the trade right now? Do you think it's going to be a good thing in the end or a bad thing in the end?
I never want to get rid of Mikko.
Okay.
You don't get rid of players like that you have homegrown, whose number's going to be up in the rafters, who's going to go to the Hall of Fame. You find a way to make it work. You find a way to make it work.
If they win a cup, then you were wrong.
Yes, then it was.
Then you were wrong.
Then it was the right deal.
Okay.
But
I'm getting you on record. See,
That's
I did
fine.
that, back him into a corner.
Yeah.
He's trying to
He
win.
did.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Just hold him up by the neck.
Right. Just his
Oh,
little
and
feet.
you can't
His little
move.
feet were going.
You can't move.
Hanging off the. Hanging off the.
We got a new
What do we got?
addition.
New addition
We got
to
a
the-
couple.
Oh wow.
All right, here we go.
There was one from the other day.
All right, here we go. New additions here for the Mike Evans Big Board of
Oh,
BS.
yeah, this is a good one. I see.
Lies and other nonsense. He survived falling through the ice and walked home uphill with his frozen skates on. Yes.
Again, just like everything else on the Big
And
Board
how-
of BS lies and other nonsense, that is true.
Not at 26, 28 years old.
No.
He was 12.
He was
Okay.
12,
So,
yeah.
And by the way, when I say I fell through the ice, okay, I fell through to like below my knee. It wasn't like I was like, this wasn't like.
Sure.
It
Okay,
wasn't
doesn't
like I was
matter.
like,
you made
Chris
it up.
Farley, fat guy in a little
All right.
coat.
But I did walk home with frozen
Fat
skates.
guy on some real thin ice.
I did walk home with frozen skates
Stop
on,
the
and it
cap.
was slightly uphill.
Yeah.
Good point. Up Meditation Lane.
Stop it. Get some help.
And he also complains about his free hand-delivered breakfast, which is
Thanks
true.
a lot,
You do
Mike.
complain about that a lot.
Well,
just be grateful.
What did he
You know,
complain
Mike Evans isn't that
about?
nice of a guy.
It was more. I was taking a shot at you, not Richie, because Richie is fantastic in his delivery of the breakfast every Friday. I was a little bit disappointed in you executing because it seemed like it was coming in a little late than when it normally is my order. It just felt like it came in a little late.
But that's not on me because I put the order in early, and then the guy that's bringing it to us, sometimes he gets here at 8 o'clock, and then sometimes he gets here at 8:05. And if it's at 8:05, we have a sweep until 8:30. So
All
it's
I'm
like
saying is that much like Sean Payton, your operation today was a little suspect. That's why I was in the hallway like Bo Nix going, "Let's go, let's go."
It's fitting your narrative.
What's hap? Let's go. All right, we roll into the 9 o'clock hour. More Is It Just Me on this Is It Just Me Friday. Who Broncos country do you want to see come out of Wildcard weekend as the Broncos' next opponent? That's next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Fellas, what is happening? The snow is finally here. But guess what? Golf season's going to be just around the corner. Grab the newest gear from my friends at Embers Golf. If you want to hit the greens running in 2026, now's the time to get dialed in. Book a custom fitting at Embers Golf and experience the newest equipment built to elevate your game. I got a full fitting last year. I got to tell you, it was unbelievable. Driver, 3-wood, all my irons. I love my new clubs I got at Embers Golf last year. Get in, get fit, and get ready to play your best season yet. Spots will fill up fast. Get everyone in the family ready for golf season at Embers Golf in Westminster. It's family owned and customer focused, so you know you're getting the best service and the best deals. You can also shop at embersgolf.com, and it isn't your big box golf store. It's boutique style, family owned, and built for true golf enthusiasts. They're not just selling you clubs, they're crafting a full journey personalized to you and your game. They got 2 private hitting bays, all the major brands, and this is what I love. They specialize in custom upgraded shafts that take your game to the next level. And like I said, golf season is just around the corner. Get yourself dialed in right now. Embers Golf, where your golf journey begins.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. That's Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Most people don't think about their garage door until it stops working. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. There's never a good time for your garage door to break, whether you're rushing to work or you're trying to get the kids to school. We know how much you rely on your garage door. That's why we offer same-day repairs, because life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Over 90,000 5-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage door is what we do, but making your life easier and your home safer is why we do it. Families trust us because we deliver, and we'd be honored to earn your trust too. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
I do. Everyone does, but it's only U.S. Mortgages. Lock in a low rate today, and if rates fall in the future, we will redo your loan and lower your rate without any lender fees, including the appraisal. There's no limit to the number of times you can do this. Always have the lowest rate for life. Get our 475 5-year fixed rate, 5.89 APR. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
I dared Archwell Health to keep track of my vitals and my grandkids' names.
I dared Archwell Health to simplify my prescriptions, so Max and I have more time to play. Good boy.
And I dared Archwell Health to be closer than my neighborhood coffee shop. Our members dared us to do more as a primary care provider for adults age 60 and up. So we made it our mission. Visit archwellhealth.com and become a member today. Archwell Health. We dare to care.
Hey, Colorado, when you're in the market for a new truck or SUV, head to Johnson Auto Plaza. Explore their huge selection of new Chevy, Buick, and GMC trucks and SUVs. Find your new truck or SUV at JohnsonChevyBuickGMC.com. Stop in and experience the Johnson advantage that so many now know. Johnson Auto Plaza is your truck and SUV headquarters. Just north of E470 on Highway 85, JohnsonChevyBuickGMC.com.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You are listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, DU hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
Conspiracy theories.
Well, in this case, AI got it wrong.
Yeah.
So, hey, maybe Skynet's not taking over anytime soon.
Firm beliefs.
I'm very easily swayed. If you keep talking, I might be at 70 here in about 30 seconds.
And a few sucker punches.
It was the complete motivator for me, the failure thing.
Mark, when does that stop? Not letting your teammates down after you finish playing? Because it seems like you let us down a lot.
Oh, man. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Welcome to it. Fourth and final hour here on this Friday. And is it just me Friday? Stink. I got to get your impressions. Stoke has really leaned into the whole
Fat and happy persona he's adopted.
Yeah.
You just got a chance to watch him finish off his McDonald's this morning. Impressions?
He was just housing food. Like, he reminded me of me when I was trying to stay heavy enough to play O-line.
Yeah.
Like, you could make I'd like to see after you ate that, I'd like to see you getting a 3-point stance.
Ooh. I never could do a good 3-point stance.
No?
No. Nope, never could. I think there's something to be said about now that I'm driving in the snow, I need to be a little bit heavier and sturdy. Walking on the snow feels better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Like a more base, like you're just grounded.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about
You're
falling.
getting more.
Fat people don't fall.
You're
Just keep a good base, you're good.
You're getting more, like with your shoes and your tires, more rubber surface on the pavement.
More grip.
More gription.
More ballast.
Yeah.
It's science.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you were doing with your dad in Alaska, corduroy in the driveway.
That's right.
Just making the base
just
stronger and more solid.
You got to have a solid base.
That's what Stokes doing. He's just corduroying his way through food.
He's corduroying his way. He is just laying the foundation, and then he's going to cover himself in soil.
So while the vending machine was the first new nickname for Stoke in his new state, we threw it open to the texters this morning, and no surprise, you haven't disappointed. Some new nicknames for Stoke. Pick the one you like most. Grazin' Cajun, Louisiana Lunchbox, Jumbo Gumbo, Faton Rouge.
I really like Faton Rouge.
That one a lot. Forget about Etouffee, Fat. Bourbon Street Meat, the French Quarter Pounder. I like that one.
That's
the French
good.
Quarter
That's
Pounder.
a good one, too.
And maybe my personal favorite, the Po' Boy Doughboy. So,
nicely done.
On this, is it just me? Friday. I'm gonna toss my own out there. Is it just me, or I think when the head coaching carousel music stops, VJ's gonna find himself without a seat? I don't think VJ gets hired. What about you?
I mean,
guys?
I agree with you. I just think it's hard, obviously, to get a job, and it's hard to get a second job. after you
As
you
a
did,
defensive guy.
That's what I'm about to
I'm
get to. If
sorry,
you just
I'm
let me
sorry,
finish.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I've made that point a
I'm
bunch,
sorry.
and you just
I'm sorry.
it's unbelievable.
I'm
Mark.
just gonna be quiet.
Wow.
No
And
overlapping.
when you're
no
a defense,
talking,
they're
nothing.
trying to get their young quarterbacks up to speed. It's not impossible. And Palmer made a great point. You look at McDonald over there in Seattle and how good he's done. He's a defensive guy. So, obviously there's a lot of good defensive coaches out there that are good head coaches. So I just think it's hard. I mean, you look at Steve Spagnuolo, and he's been awesome for a long time, and he hasn't gotten another opportunity here. So I hope it works out for Vance. It just takes one. Hopefully he's got good, Arizona's open, Miami's open. He coached at both of those spots. I'd like to see him get an opportunity. It's just difficult for defensive guys.
It is it is difficult. I mean, he does have a lot of it depends on as the carousel goes, and some of those jobs get filled up by by offensive guys. At what point? Because there are going to be some guys, some like legitimate coaching candidates. They're going to have their pick of the litter, and that don't want to go to Arizona, that don't want to go to Miami, that don't want to go to some of these teams, to Cleveland, right? Like Cleveland, think about, I know we haven't heard this from Cleveland, but they've had an offensive coach that won 2 offensive coaches of the year. What about Cleveland with the defense they have, with a guy like Vance, who's a great defensive, play caller and coordinator? So I think I feel like he's going to get one, but it's hard. To Stokes' point, man, it's hard. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't.
Yeah. Agree. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that if he gets one, I'm not shocked. If he doesn't, I'm not shocked either. It's just a hard thing to do. You don't know what these owners are looking for, right? And there's only a few of them. And I think that was a good point, Mark, by you, when you look at some of these teams where if you're a proven coach and you have other options, like a John Harbaugh's not going to Arizona.
Right.
I can promise you that. So some of those spots they're just not going to go to. They're not even entertaining it. So now it might open up something like that for a spot that might otherwise be filled by one of those other guys for Vance. So
yeah,
hopefully he does. That would be great. He's such a you can tell the guys love playing for him. Really good guy, and so I'd like to see him get another opportunity. Just don't know if it's going to be this year or not.
I know how much they loved him in Arizona. I mean, the guys loved playing for Vance, and the organization really liked Vance, and he's familiar with it. So, and if they go after a couple guys, and they go after Harbaugh, and they go after a couple guys, and those guys turn them down. Remember, Dan Quinn was on the hiring circuit for a couple of years, and then kept going. The one job I wanted got eaten up by somebody else. I'm taking myself out of contention. And he stayed with the coordinator as the Cowboys until that Washington job came open.
I've watched every one of the weekly press conferences with Vance this year. He sounds like a head coach. He really does. I mean, he sounds like a leader. And whereas we've seen other coaches who get that second opportunity and they've never learned their lessons. Hello, Josh McDaniels. To me, Vance.
Hello, darkness.
Vance was overmatched and not ready the first time around. But I think that's a guy I feel pretty confident if and when he gets his chance, he's going to take the lessons that were learned, painful lessons. I think he's going to apply them really well.
Well, I
Simple
think
as that. Win more games.
You look at his situation that he was put in here, right? I mean, that's not easy. He was a defensive coordinator for, I think, 1 year in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. And you get thrown into Denver Broncos with John Elway as your boss. Right? So, I mean, you're just grateful to have this type of job. And so, the structure and some of the things that you learn being a defensive coordinator, and it's going to translate to you being a head coach, but still it's not the same. And so, I'm with you, Mike. I think he's a totally different coach, person, but the guys love playing for him, and they all relate to him, which I think is a huge positive in today's game.
Yeah, and I think when he came here, he didn't get to pick all of his staff, and that was a problem, and that's Like, that'll be different this time around for him. And oftentimes, there's such a learning curve when you first get hired as a head coach. You kind of don't know what you don't know, and there's some pitfalls there. And you kind of got to figure that out along the way. And so, yeah,
you're just grateful to have the job.
Yeah, I think it'd be so much better.
So if Elway's saying you need to hire this coach or that coach, or I'm picking this player, you're just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a head coach.
Really
That's cool. You're John Elway.
Yeah.
You don't know until you go through it.
Until you do the job. The best teacher of the job is the job itself, and you got to go through that, and you got to go through those growing pains.
That sounds like something Poolside would say.
That's a J.C. Penney. J.C. Penney.
Well, the store?
Yeah.
There was actually
a person. It was a person.
Oh,
J.C. Penney named
Never
the
even
store.
thought
I
about
think
that.
J.C. Penney was talking to Poolside.
I never even thought about that.
That's where he got it.
Is there any left?
Coming up next.
Any J.C. Penney's left?
Penney? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Coming up next, one of our... Oh, you're both cut off. I'm about ready to start getting the glitch. Coming up next, give me a second, Ty. Coming up next, one of our listeners on this Is It Just Me Friday making what I don't like, an unfavorable comparison for Sean Payton to this guy. That's next.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 1043 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
What is happening, Stoke here for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auction for over 40 years. And man, next week is going to be flat out unbelievable. So many big-time auctions will be ending next week that are open for bidding right now. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. Guess what? It's absolutely free. It's easy, and you're going to get great deals on great items. That's what I love about Roller Auction. Got a woodworking tools and equipment auction ending Monday with over 130 items in it. All kind of woodworking equipment, tools, air compressors, storage containers, and so much more. A brewing facility going down on Monday also, and then always one of my favorite, Big Boy Auction going down on Wednesday, open for bidding right now with over 890 items in it. Construction and contracting equipment auction. If you're looking for dump trucks, a 2020 Peterbilt dump truck, they got that. They got 2012 Freightliner trash trucks. That's what I'm talking about. Cool, unique items you're not going to find anywhere else, and you're going to get great deals on them. Roller Auction is always updating and adding new auctions every single week. Go see it all and get yourself a great deal at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or tapping into your home's equity, Colorado Credit Union has the mortgage and home equity options to fit your needs. Ready to make your next big move? Visit ccu.org to learn how Colorado Credit Union can help. Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. Hey, I got a real cool story I wanted to share with you. Many years ago, my lovely wife Kimberly wrote down a prayer that said, God, make me a lighthouse so I can be a light to others when they're in a dark place. She filed that card away both in her heart and her prayer box. And then about 3 years ago, I asked my wife to leave her job in corporate America and come help me open up 303 Law 4040. And she absolutely loves it. She really feels like helping other people when they are hurting and don't know what to do is her calling. So here's the really cool part. A few weeks ago, a client came in to pick up a check and said to Kim, I really want to thank you. You were a lighthouse to me when I was in a dark place. It gave me chills when Kim told me that. If you've been hurt in an accident, it really is our honor to help you in your time of need. Call us anytime at 303 Law 4040, where you always get to speak directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly. That's 303 Law 4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
Get ready for every Broncos game with Super Bowl 50 champion Brandon Marshall as he joins the drive every Friday afternoon at 4:45 exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Thanks to Corwin Toyota Boulder. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app.
Candy shaming. I don't know how anybody can eat that. Black licorice? Ugh. 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 Gross. Fact checking.
I think we have another candidate for the Mike Evans Big Board of BS.
No way. In the spirit of giving.
Mike is getting an almost new but slightly used snowblower.
Oh, is that his compensation, Mark?
No, that's just out of the goodness of my heart, Stoke.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
This new, fat, and happy Brandon Stokley is getting tested a little bit. Getting tested about how happy you're going to remain here as you expand. Not only do we have the listeners coming up with creative nicknames.
Yeah. I'm getting fat shamed by the listeners and by my family. My youngest son does it too. He's like, Dad, I want you to start working out again. I'm like, zip it, kid. I'll work out when I'm ready to work out.
Oh, is it almost like he's saying he's like worried about you?
Yeah. He wants to see me get back in the gym again.
Yeah.
Carson. So then my wife just sent me a picture.
Uh-huh.
And she's also been fat shaming me a little bit.
She's a lady.
Because now she's getting in great shape. So, now she can take shots at me. And so she took a picture in the gym working out on the treadmill, and then ... committed.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow. Wow.
COMMI.
You should take a picture of that greasy McDonald's bag and send it back to her and say, committed. Right? Yeah.
Committed to getting thick.
Yeah. With all the grease stains and everything.
Yeah.
Just say, me too.
Me too.
Hey, it's amazing, when you're at the top, and I was in, great shape.
Yeah.
Nothing. And now all of a sudden, when you start letting yourself go a little bit, just kind of taking some time off.
Some me time. Some me time.
People kick you when you're down, man.
Yeah,
they
love
kick
that.
you when you're down.
They love it.
And so I'm going through that now, but I got broad shoulders.
I'm unhappy because I eat.
And I'm ready. I think at some point, sometimes I just got to take that first step of getting back into it.
Yeah.
I think Monday's going to be the
You've
day.
already consumed too many calories today to start today. I'm just telling you right now.
Exactly.
You could be on the treadmill until tomorrow, and you're not going to burn what you ate today.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You just got to give
science.
Friday's done. Friday's
So
gone.
what should be, okay, let's throw this out to our great texters in RamosLaw.com text line. Because I haven't worked, this is probably the longest stretch, I don't know, since, say, middle school, since I haven't worked out. I haven't worked out since I worked out on my birthday. And that's my last day I've worked out. June.
It's been 84 years.
23rd, if we're just keeping it real. Keeping it 100, like the kids say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been, what is that, 6+ months?
Yeah.
So what should my plan...
That was your last workout?
Yeah. So it's not as bad for 6 months of not doing anything.
Right.
Nothing. So what should my plan be on Monday? How should I go about the first day? I'm not dumb. I'm not going to all of a sudden, so there's got to be a slow progression.
There's got to be a build-up.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
build-up.
I need some advice there.
Okay.
All right.
I had my best workout of probably over the last year yesterday. Great workout yesterday. Felt good.
You got this new machine you've been bragging about. That
You got a machine?
Like it hangs you upside down like a bat.
Oh yeah. I'm like a vampire. I'm like remember the movie Lost Boys? Remember that movie Lost Boys? Yeah, I'm like a vampire. I hang upside down in the front row.
Well, they have those things where those big boots where you can put
but
it's you can't put it up into like a door frame.
No. It's got the kind of boots that lock around your ankle, but they're built into the machine, and then you just flip upside down and hang upside down.
How long do you hang upside down?
I'll do 3 times, and each time I do it for about a minute and a half upside down, 2 minutes.
I mean, Evans, but once he gets over it, he wouldn't be able to get back up because his head's down.
Dude,
and how about once all that blood rushes to the head, that's explode.
No,
his head's just going to explode.
Well, he'd have to have all his limbs amputated because all the blood would rush out of his limbs into his gigantic head.
Well, that's the problem. My head's so big it could take all my blood.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not good for you.
If you use that machine, you'd have to have a spotter to get yourself back up.
He wouldn't. Right.
Yeah, you would not be. Once you flipped upside down with that head,
help.
you'd be down there. Help! Somebody get me up! Somebody get me up! Yeah, you couldn't do that alone. Like I can do it alone. You couldn't do that alone.
On this Is It Just Me Friday on our Denver Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe and get involved. This one's from Clay Moore. He says, is it just me or is Sean Payton just another John Fox? He can get you to the doorstep.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I mean,
He's won a championship.
This is his third year here,
I
and we just went to the playoffs for the first time in like a decade last year. We won 14 games this year. Hey, send that back in 7 or 8 years if the Broncos haven't won anything, but you're sending it in year 3 after they're going on this great run. Come on, what are we doing? That's
all right,
that's
Bozo. Thank you.
Ridiculous.
Well, this guy clearly hates Sean because he also doubled down a couple of postings later and said, is it just me or Sean needs to have everything like Breeze, Thomas, Kamara, Graham, Shockey, etc., etc. Well, who brought in all those players?
Right.
Who developed all those players? And Clay Moore, 64, is it just me or I assume you would love to have Kyle Shanahan here coaching this team. Kyle has Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Trent Williams, all this star talent on offense. So why are you holding it against Sean that when he was rolling in New Orleans, he had a lot of really good players?
It's fitting your narrative.
Coaching, always remember, Claymore 64, always remember this, okay? Coaching matters, players matter more. Always.
Sean McVay is a proven championship coach. Had success everywhere he went. So let's stop.
I got a question here.
Sean Payton.
What did I say?
You said McVay.
Oh, Sean Payton.
Yeah, I was very confused.
You got kind of.
You know what I mean.
You better be careful with all this positive Sean McVay talk because your other dad may hear that and not be happy.
No, well, you know what
you know who his other dad is? I hate Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan.
Ooh.
Well, but
why would he not
Sean
be
McVay's
happy?
on
Because he's talking up Sean McVay.
But Sean McVay
Right.
coached for.
Yeah. So
But we just got done talking about Kyle.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you putting Sean ahead of Kyle? Who would you
No.
rather have right now, Sean McVay or Kyle
I
Shanahan?
refuse to answer these stupid questions.
I plead the fifth.
I
Plead the
refuse to
fifth.
answer your dumb questions.
What percentage of the pie is
Yeah.
Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan?
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
good pie talk.
Yeah.
You must like pie.
Oh.
Especially now.
Oh.
What kind of pie you like? If I gave you a pie right now.
I'm not like an apple or peach or cherry, chocolate.
Chocolate pie?
Yeah, with
pie.
whipped cream on
Boy,
top.
that
What do you mean?
really
Why do you
does
laugh at me
fit
like
with
that?
the new brand design.
Maybe like a pecan.
See, I
A
don't,
little pecan
who-
pie.
You are literally the first person I've ever met when we had a pie discussion. You brought up chocolate pie. Not like blueberry pie, apple pie,
No, I don't
cherry
like those.
pie,
I don't
rhubarb
like-
pie.
I don't like those.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
You're first.
Pecan.
Pecan, okay.
Yeah, those would be at the top of my list right there.
Tubby kid.
Thanks, Vance.
Chocolate
Hey,
pies are good.
So we got McDonald's today, and there's one hash brown left, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Come on, you just
No.
You
I
get
want
hash
Johnny Simmer. Johnny Simmer. Now he's like a guy that he used to do a lot of bad things to his body, as a rumor on the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden he's like in the gym, and he weighs his yogurt in the morning.
Yeah.
But he did tell us last week he ate like a McMuffin,
Yeah.
and he said his stomach wasn't right for 4 days.
That's right.
But I'm trying to get you to eat a hash brown.
No shot.
What do I have to?
That's
What?
wholesome.
How much
That's
cash do you have
wholesome.
to put on the hash brown for you to eat it?
Ooh. How much?
Like 250.
250
a
hash
Hey.
brown?
A hash brown?
I don't want it, dude. It's disgusting.
I'll put 100 on the hash brown right now to eat the whole hash brown.
Got another 150. Do what you got to do.
Wow.
I don't like McDonald's.
Wow.
That's the point. That's why you're getting
Yeah, I'm good.
250.
I'm good.
Wow.
You get most everybody would just eat that for free.
Right.
Yeah, Stoke for 20. I got you.
Not you, Evans. You live in Greece.
Come on.
I want to see how fast Simmer has to run to the bathroom.
He does. He treats his body like a temple.
Dude, he eats like a squirrel. He's got
does,
nuts and like you said, he
Not
eats
anymore. I'm
yogurt.
bulking now, so
And
I'm
then-
actually eating.
Oh, you're bulking.
like
And then he
regular
picks
human being.
picks the raisins out of his his mix, his
Yeah,
nut mix.
too much
Like,
sugar and raisins.
No, I just hate raisins.
So as you quote bulk up, what do you weigh right now?
I'm like 137.
137.
5'5".
5'5", 137.
Not the
So
tallest guy
so
in
when
the state.
yeah okay, I
So-
got to get to my weight here at some point. When do I'm not telling anyone what I weigh. I promise you that. Okay.
Wikipedia says 266.
Are you going to do an official weigh-in?
I have to.
Okay, but you got to tell us.
No, not. I won't tell you before.
No,
I'm not dumb.
I
I'm
wanna
not
know
dumb.
that-
I'll tell you after, like
Hey.
after hopefully a couple months.
Smart guy.
Yeah, I'm not dumb.
He's learned.
So I'm not. My wife, I'm not telling
it's
her.
just for
I'm
our
not telling.
encouragement.
Well, there has to be some documentation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna document myself. I don't have anyone to live up to except for myself. So I'll document it myself and say at a certain
Will
point.
you be honest with us at what you started at?
Well, of course. Why would I not? I've been talking about how fat I am for 2 months. What do I have to hide?
Ty, tell me you got that.
Jeez.
Listen, Richie's
What?
got
I mean-
this week. Richie's got gold. I want no more excuses. We need new promos because there's been gold this week alone.
So
Okay.
I will be honest because I want to see how much I lose. I mean, I think that's a good thing. I just got to take that first step, and I don't know if it's going to be Monday.
Oh no, not even Monday.
It's got to be though. I got to take that first step.
Isn't the Dreesen thing coming up too?
Who's Dreesen? What Dreesen?
Joel Dreesen.
What kind of Dreesen thing?
Isn't there a thing he does every?
Yeah, but I'm not taking my shirt off or anything. What does that mean for me?
Oh, I didn't realize that this was. Oh,
What-
I got
what
invited.
is
I didn't
Dre-
realize
what
we
is-
all had to take our shirts off.
No, but I'm
I guess
saying
I'm not going to go now.
So how does me losing weight have anything to do with Dreesen's party?
Because the food there is awesome, and you got.
I'm still going to eat what I want to eat. Damn, Evans.
Is it just me on the RamosLaw.com text line? Is it just me? You guys need to stop body shaming Stoke. Okay,
I'll save it.
We'll
Quit
stop.
your crying,
We'll stop.
Karen.
We'll stop it. All right.
It is getting a little tough. No, it is.
not. You're
It's
gonna be-
wearing on me.
You're going to be fine.
My wife has scarred me up enough throughout the
wife
years.
is now doing it.
She scarred me up enough from fat shaming and everything else that I can handle anything these guys
it's wearing
throw
on
at
him
me.
like a double XL.
a sad song on the world's smallest violin.
It's wearing on him like his new wardrobe of double XLs. All right. More Is It Just Me's next.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Denver Sports 1043 to stay up to date on all your local teams. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
All righty. 2 years ago, I was running out of gas later in the day. Figured, it's the job, staying up late, watching games, chasing patio pillows across my neighborhood on windy nights. There were valid reasons to be running out of steam. So I thought. Then I met Jeff and his all-star team at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, got my T levels checked, and there you go. Had low testosterone. Hey, it happens. More common than you think. Early to mid-30s, we guys start losing 2 to 3% of our testosterone production every year. It happens so gradually you don't see the signs, but they're there. Loss of energy, brain fog, not sleeping well, putting on weight, loss of sex drive, all signs of low T and all symptoms Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can treat. Go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Take the low T quiz on their website. 10 simple yes or no questions. Takes just 2 minutes, but could give you a good heads up that low T could be an issue. Then schedule a consult. Just $99. Start low T treatment that day. Your office visit is free. Got 5 locations around Denver to better serve you, including Colorado Springs, Fort Collins, and a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Annuities not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by Flanagan Law.
Denver Sports Snapshot.
Tonight on 104.3 HD3, DU Hockey skates with Western Michigan with pregame starting at 6:30. Then on 104.3 HD2, CSU basketball faces UNLV with pregame starting at 7:30. Tomorrow on 104.3 HD2, DU Hockey skates with Western Michigan in Game 2 with pregame starting at 5:30.
104.3 The Fan. We are Denver Sports.
I thought about another option, though, Mike. Possibly.
For what?
To get down to my playing weight.
Okay.
Okay? Just say, screw the working out. Just give me a shot. See, right? I mean, you see all these commercials. I got a buddy that's doing that. I'm like, hey, you look great. I just saw him for the first time back in Louisiana.
Yeah.
He's lost like 60-something pounds in under a year. I'm like, so, like, have you changed your diet, all that? He's like, well, I don't even feel like eating. It just curbs your appetite.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, can you still have a few Yeah, I can still have I'm like, oh. I was like, do you work out? He's like, no. I'm like, whoa, that might be for me. So I could keep going.
What kind of wizardry is this?
I could keep going like this for a little bit longer.
Right.
And then all of a sudden just do the shot dilly, and
next thing you know,
I could lose 60. So I got other options, is all I'm saying.
One of my buddies, Bernsey, he did that same thing. He's like, I started eating a meal, and then like halfway through, I'm just not hungry anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't want to do that.
Doesn't sound fun, does it?
It doesn't sound fun. I mean, it's like eating becomes almost like
a chore.
Yeah, exactly. Like, must eat, must get nutrients. Okay, had enough.
All
I'm
right.
done.
I'll try it the hard way. I'll try it the hard way first.
Well, I guarantee,
See.
Stoke, if you give me your height and weight on Monday, I can make you a plan that's not working out, and you can eat whatever you want within a certain calorie limit. And as long as you walk a certain amount of steps a day, you'll lose it in 8 to 12 weeks.
Do you really think you should be giving out weight loss? You're 5'5", 137.
I literally do this as a hobby. I'm like a part-time nutritionist at this point.
Oh, he's taking a shot at
Wow.
He is.
I mean,
he
you
knows his stuff.
You probably
You
have
want
a
to get lean like
metabolism
me?
Yeah.
Come on, you got the metabolism of a hummingbird.
It's a one-size-fits-all, I promise. Mike, I could get you in the best shape of your life. Easily.
Ooh. Yeah, let's not forget about your.
Now you have to
you're
do
a
the
little
work,
thick too,
which
Evans.
is-
I mean,
Yeah.
you're over here like, don't look at me. Let's just bash Stokley for 4 hours. You're a little thick.
To the person who said, "Hey, you guys need to stop body shaming Brandon Stokley," I'm like, what?
Right.
You know.
Oh, I can handle it.
You know, sausage fingers, big head.
The issue with Mike,
Fat
though,
nose.
Fat nose. That's a new one.
I know. I just made it up.
yeah.
It just
But the
sounded
issue-
good with the
the issue
headlines.
with
You know,
Mike-
guard hips. You know,
Johnny, the issue with Mike, if you're going to get him, there's a certain head to body weight ratio that you can't dip underneath. Like that, even though you're going to lose weight, that head is not going to. That head's not going to get any smaller. So there comes a time, diminishing returns, where you are like a bobblehead.
Yeah, no, there's a weight I cannot go below because otherwise I just can't support my head.
Yeah.
Well, it's also not weight. It's like body fat percentage is more important.
I mean, you're going to see me walking down the street, and all of a sudden I'm just going to pitch forward.
Yeah.
Right. Bang, right into the pavement.
Yeah. Be like a boat that lists.
It's that little thing that what's the little thing that you could push over and it just hit the ground and bounce back up?
That's right.
Yeah, that'd be
Those things used to be able to box.
Yes.
I'll overlaugh at that one.
Yeah,
all right. Let's find out. Last week we did fantasy.
It was a crapshoot.
It was a crapshoot because it was the Charger backups, and you went with Gore Vidal at running. I thought I was going to win easy, but the way that the game played out,
I think it's going to be really close.
I think it's going to be real
close. Your
close.
Will Lutz pick, I mean, because other than Will Lutz, you didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything.
I had Broncos defense.
I think you may have squeezed
I think
this
I did.
one. I think you did. I think it's going to be it's going to be the lowest. This will be Raiders Broncos that Thursday night game.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is what the score is going to look like.
It's going to be like 22-19.
Exactly. All right, go ahead, Fever.
All right, Mike, you had Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Will Lutz for a score of 31.8.
Ooh.
Stoke, you had Trey Lance, R.J. Harvey, the Broncos defense, Kamani Vidal, and T-Ray Harris.
T-Ray. He had a touchdown. They got taken away.
40.4.
Wow.
Oh. Even when there's no way I can lose, I lose.
Yeah. I mean, you got the first pick, and
I took Bo.
Right.
Troy Franklin put up a nothing burger.
Yeah, and I had Sutton too,
did
right?
nothing. One catch for like 5 yards. So that certainly didn't. My
best
Broncos
player was
defense
my
was
kicker.
huge. Yeah, our specialists were our best players for both of us.
Yeah, when T-Ray, I was like, you watch. T-Ray, this is going to count.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lose.
And I had Trey Lance. That would have been, double points there, and that got taken away. So I thought that might hurt me because Harvey didn't do much of anything. All of a sudden, it became the Jaleel McLaughlin show. He's starting the game. I'm like, what is going on here?
I'm surprised our scores were that high.
I know.
What was the what did you have the spread at when you went into that, Johnny?
Oh, Mike was favorite.
9.5.
Yeah.
Mike was favorite.
So you know what that means. Zach By would tell you this was the greatest fantasy upset in fantasy upset history.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh,
that is
man.
a good point.
You're on your game today, Evans.
I'm on my game today.
Unlike earlier in the week when you were chasing around your cushions all over the front yard at 2:30 in the morning.
So tired.
You came in here, you were a mess the whole.
I was a mess. Oh my! Wednesday.
I'm glad you're alive.
I know. I told him that.
That was
He could have taken one to the head.
Yeah.
People don't like people walking around their yards, especially.
That's a fair point.
You were all covered up because it was cold and windy, and they see this.
I had a hoodie on.
Right.
Who knows? Who knows? I can't do that again. Not in the darkness.
No.
It's not worth a pillow.
Well, the way the emphasis my wife puts on those pillows, I needed to go find that pillow. So, good job done by me. We've got our predictions coming up for Wildcard weekend.
I mean, Johnny,
who will the Broncos end up playing? Go ahead.
Johnny. I mean, any second thoughts here on Hash Brown? Like, are you second guessing yourself? What could you do with $100 this weekend? I was
going to do a lot with $100.
Right.
It's a principle thing more than anything.
You ate a sausage egg McMuffin last week.
Yeah, and it was probably the worst decision I've made in the last 3 weeks.
That's it? 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Make another bad decision.
I'm good.
It's $100.
Wow. For a hash brown.
One hash brown.
I'm a principled man, Mike.
Wow.
What principle is that?
You know what you could do
to
with
not
$100?
put garbage into my...
Oh,
man. You know what you could do with $100? You could lay down on your couch and put it over yourself like a blanket. He's so tiny. He's good.
That was good.
Because it was kind of go over my head a little bit.
Wee little fella. He's so small that he can use it as a blanket. I got you. All right.
That was really good.
Predictions coming up next.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
Hey guys, feeling cooped up this winter? Mark Schlereth here. You know these Colorado nights can get freezing cold with your furnace running non-stop just to keep things cozy. But here's the thing. While your heating system is working overtime, it's also blowing dust, dirt, and debris through your air ducts and straight into the air you breathe. That's where Ductworks comes in. Your trusted air duct cleaning experts. Using a powerful combination of scraping and vacuuming technology, the Ductworks team clears out years of buildup, grime, and other gunk hiding in your ductwork. The results? Cleaner, fresher air, better energy efficiency, and a healthier home or office for you and your family. Don't wait until spring. Breathe easier now with top-rated service from Ductworks. Call them at 303-425-0985 or visit them online today at ductworks.com for a free residential or commercial estimate.
303-425-0985. Colorado roads are icy. Accidents happen. When they do, you're in luck with Flanagan Law. I'm Samantha, the personal injury lawyer who stands out from the rest of the guys. Look for the Shamrock. Flanagan Law, your advocate when it matters most.
Do you want the lowest rate for life? Get our 4.75 5-year fixed. APR is 5.89.
Did you say 4.75% fixed for 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, but what if rates fall?
Our lowest rate for life program takes over. If rates fall even as little as 0.5%, we can redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee and no limits to the number of times used. Only at U.S. Mortgages. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
What's up, everybody? It's Cecil. You'd love new windows. I'd love new windows. That's why I went to Window Nation. Why? Because I live in Roxborough. I deal with a ton of wind and cold winter months. Well, that means the higher heat bills. I don't want that. Well, how do you fight that? You fight it with new windows. Right now, Window Nation's buy 4, get 4 windows free sale. You can get them with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. It's time. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Visit windownation.com now. It's windownation.com.
Need a new water heater? Euro Plumbing has lifetime warranties, great financing, and low pricing. 720-500-3000. 720-500-3000.
Stay up to date on the Broncos with our 9 News Broncos insider Mike Kliss. Presented by Fitness Gallery. Hear the latest from every practice and every game every single week during football season. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Subtle intimidation.
Had to give Ty the look.
You did. I was
gave
wondering.
Ty a little bit of a like.
I was wondering what you were doing.
There's a little quizzical look.
Skilled debating.
You didn't think I was going to flip it on your head like this. See how I
you're
did
coming
that?
back at me. I
Right.
like this.
You
This is
regret
good.
this now.
And plenty of pet peeves.
Put your phone in your pocket. You never go back and get it.
It is a source of so much frustration for Mark. It drives him crazy.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Ladies go in the distance. Ladies go.
We'll get to our predictions real quick here. One of our...
No.
What?
Friday. Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah, what happened to that?
What?
So it wasn't here, so I kicked it out.
Oh, no.
No.
That's a bad excuse from Ty. That's a bad excuse. I'm always walking in a little bit late.
All right. Because this is the Friday tradition. We got to, and he
No
has,
excuses, no
and
explanations.
he's
Do your
yet
job.
to completely 100% nail it. So
right.
This is his shot. He's having a good day. Okay. Let's see if he can pull it off. Here we go. It's coming. Right around the corner. There we go.
Forced
surrender. Right. I tried. We tried. Didn't work.
I don't know.
You have my permission.
A little bit nervous.
Have fun.
You're
gonna get the.
I think
You got
we
a lot
have
of
another
you're gonna get
candidate for the Mike Evans big board.
You got a lot of
BS.
grease in your system right now, so that should help your vocal cords.
I just don't know about
you
the
realize
baby.
I'm doing a national broadcast,
here we go.
you morons.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Baby. Early again on both. I don't know. Early again on both.
Yeah. The ooh is
Sorry.
pretty good, though.
Yeah, it feels like I'm doing it pretty
Yeah,
good
but
because
you still hit it a little early.
No, I know. We know that. I just said that, Mark.
Yeah.
But he said it sounded good.
Well, he's not normally here at this time on a Friday.
It's usually in Carolina,
Right,
Atlanta,
or Atlanta,
usually,
New Orleans.
Arizona.
Most of the time I'm in Carolina.
Yeah,
Right.
you know,
New Orleans.
By the time, you're gone at this time.
He walks
You
in
give us
there
your
and,
hour, and then you're done.
You know,
and then
there's
maybe you're in Hawaii. Who knows?
There's
somewhere.
Dave Canales, and he's like, "You again?"
Yeah, Dave Canales walks in because, oh, God.
So, anything changed in the last week?
Nope. Okay, let's go. Bye.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I just got to work on it.
Somebody asked on our Denver Sports YouTube channel, "Hey, Stoke, does Lululemon make mom jeans?"
But you know what? I went to grab the mail yesterday, and my wife out in the garage hangs some of those, the bags, like the grocery bags and stuff.
Right.
And I walk out there, grab a bag in case we've got, a lot of mail or whatever. So I grab Lululemon.
Lululemon bag.
It was
yes.
a Lululemon bag. I was
how
like,
much mail do you have? Like, you can't carry it, and you got to have a bag?
Well, because sometimes you get a box or something. So no,
Do you really need a bag to carry?
Yeah.
Mike, do you listen to this?
Because I got to walk. I walk. It's a couple blocks away to the mailbox. So I walk to the mailbox, I use a bag, so I don't drop something. Just stuff it in there.
That's
so
weird.
It was only
That's
a little
very
bag.
weird.
It was like this.
That is very weird.
It was a
Just
Lululemon.
carry it then.
It was a Lululemon.
It was
you
a
take,
Lululemon.
you take your man purse down to pick up mail?
I mean, unbelievable. I mean, it's 2 blocks over, so I have to have a bag to carry some mail?
Is it cinched around your waist, or does it go over your shoulder?
We got a great all-clear fanny pack for Christmas. Do you use that?
Yes.
The all-clear fanny
You
pack?
could use
That we
that.
got for Christmas? You can use that.
I just carry my Lululemon bag. Everybody knows that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness.
I
Good
don't check
stuff.
the mail every day. Sometimes it piles up 3, 4, 5 days.
You don't have to explain, Mark. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. I mean, I had to get a bag to get the mail. I mean, I don't know. What are you getting
it's a
in the
new
mail?
Age, new age dawning in America. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
good. You don't need to explain
No.
yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to look at you any different.
No.
It's all good.
They know you dispense justice. Yeah.
Used to, not anymore. He takes a bag. He takes a Lululemon bag to the mailbox to pick up, some letters. And I mean, goodness gracious.
I got it. Can somebody get a picture of that? I
Well,
need to see that.
Do you walk your little doggy?
Oh,
I don't.
You have
we
like
don't
a little
have dog.
Cody? You have a little Cody?
No, our dogs
Yeah,
are.
Romeo.
Don.
Yeah,
Don.
they
My
got-
bad. I
they
shouldn't have
aged-
gone
they,
there.
They aged out.
Yeah.
When you guys gonna get a new one? You guys are ready for another dog, I think.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
The
So
boss
you're
is
ready.
not.
It's like you're talking.
But I
It's
can't-
almost like you're talking about a baby. I'm ready to have one, but
Right. I can't take the dog when you I can't do it. I'm just not emotionally tough enough to take the dog in.
Yeah.
My wife has to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like when the dog can't.
yeah, but I know I've been thinking about that with my dog when that time comes,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my gosh, my wife, Cody. That's why I had to, spend like 3 months of my paycheck to keep
That'll
that
take
dang
all
dog
the fun
alive.
we've had today. That's bring
Right.
it to a screeching
Yeah.
stop, man.
But
that
here's
sucked.
So here's the other thing about Cody,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all tell me like why Cody is screwed up. Okay, so Cody knows Cody will grab the remote, the DirecTV remote, and won't let that thing go. So what happens when Cody does this now? What my wife says, you want a treat? So Cody gets rewarded
for
being and he already ruined one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And he did it last night again. Right? You want a bone? Cody, want a bone? So Cody gets a bone when he grabs the remote. That's how screwed up that dog is.
By the way,
I blame my wife. I mean, you don't reward bad
you don't,
behavior.
No, you don't do that.
But it's too late.
Yeah, it is
That's
too
why
late.
Cody's bad.
By the way, I just
dog.
got a text from 9 News weatherman Chris Bianchi.
No, he kind of blew this one. This whole storm.
Oh no, in the Rock it was bad.
No,
and
he
was
no,
spot
he
on.
said
He
the
nailed
Rock.
it.
He said
the
the
Rock
Rock.
in Colorado Springs.
I thought it was
got-
going to be 5 to 10 inches. It
No,
was
no.
like,
He got the
Okay.
he got the Rock right.
Yeah.
He got
Okay,
the Rock
I
right.
see. I drove in here this morning thinking Chris Bianchi's full of garbage.
Oh,
But
No.
So
No,
Chris-
he
he
got it
was
right.
on
No,
it.
no.
He was on it.
No,
Okay.
he got it in.
All right.
But he just sent me a text saying, "I just tuned in, heard Stokes on. Very proud of it.
Yes, thank you.
So
I did. Because my wife my wife last night, she was like following him, like, online. She's like, he just dropped a new update. Here, look at this, and so. Like, I mean, that's how closely we were following in
how
the
much
Stokley
did you
household.
sleep last night?
Not a lot.
No, I could tell.
Not a lot. Seriously.
Yeah.
It was
anxious.
Waking up and
Did you
thinking
check,
about it.
Did you check, like you get up in the middle of the night, like you had to go to the bathroom or something, but you go check the window?
I didn't want to do that to myself.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to look outside at, say, 1:30 in the morning and
Okay.
then start to panic and think about, then the mind starts racing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get up and then look and then have a game plan after that, and that's what I did.
All right, good. I have an official apology for thinking that Chris Bianchi blew it.
No, he did not.
No, he did not. Okay,
Chris,
my bad. Chris, I apologize.
All right, there you go. Chris is on top of his game. Let's get to our predictions real quick.
Prediction? Yes, prediction.
Predictions.
Pain.
We're doing predictions.
Wildcard weekend.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Point spread or no point spread here? Do we make it fun?
Well, you want to do point spread or you just want to do winners?
Well, I mean, might as well do point spreads.
All right. Well, you got to do point spread and winner because they're not always the same as you know. Right?
Let's just pick the winners.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with
pick the winners,
let's
then.
go with the games tomorrow. We'll start with tomorrow. Rams, who lost to Carolina about a month ago, going back to Carolina. 8-9 Carolina game host a playoff game for the purpose of conversation. Rams are a 10.5-point favorite.
I mean, yeah, who's going to pick the Panthers in that one? Maybe Mark. Cause that's his hometown team. But
No, I know.
I got to go with the Rams.
Yeah, I know the Panthers too. I know the Panthers too well. I'm going the Rams.
All right. Green Bay.
Are you going to pick, or you're just
I'm
setting
gonna
this
take,
one
oh,
out?
I'm going to take Rams.
Well, then you got to say it. You know
Rams.
that. Okay, well then pick. I never heard anyone like he's not.
Right. Green Bay and Chicago was just a couple weeks ago. The onside kick, an actual successful onside kick. Caleb Williams' heroics, and the Bears win. Rematch for a Packers team that's lost 4 in a row. Who you got? Is that Chicago?
Just make
and
your
by the way,
pick
it's
first
expected,
so you don't forget.
It's expected to be a snow game. I'm going to go with the Packers.
I'm going to go Packers.
Packers.
Okay. Sunday, Buffalo at Jacksonville. Buffalo is a 1.5-point favorite, but listening to you two about how good and how well-rounded Jacksonville is, give me the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Jags.
Wow, I can't believe
we're in
all three
agreement.
picked.
Okay. Philly at home against San Francisco. Philly's a 5.5-point favorite.
We're going to have
I'm going Philly big, double digits.
I'm going to go Philly as well.
Oh, are you now?
Yes.
Okay,
So
well,
how
then I'll
about
go
you?
San Francisco.
Why is that?
Because you know what? I just am
Wow,
San
a lot of
Francisco
stuttering.
fan.
We just asked him about Shador.
Because unlike you, I like Mike Shanahan.
Oh. What was that story you told earlier? Share it. About when you guys go out to dinner?
Oh, he's like my dad. Mike is.
Yeah.
He won't let me pay for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way I feel when I bring Zach out to dinner.
Oh, you feel like the dad?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You got to
Take care of the little guy.
You got the tip in last time, though, right?
I did get a tip in, and he was not happy.
Mm.
He wanted to fight. He was like
I want to pound his ass.
angry raccoon.
Angry raccoon. Wow.
New England and the Chargers. Who you got?
Patriots.
I got the Chargers. I'm actually going to go with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm not.
You gotta stay. You know what? You gotta stay consistent.
Right. That's what I like about you.
Yeah.
You're gonna go down that road.
Uh-huh.
It might be the wrong road, but you're all
Yeah,
in.
I'm in. I'm on the road until all of a sudden the dead ends, and you're like, oh, I guess I got to turn around.
Yeah, I don't know. New England just they
Mike,
great record.
Mike, you're from that area.
I know. I'm running the risk of Burnsy, Wingy, Mole, Dodger getting mad at me and everything, but I think the Chargers win.
All right.
And then Houston. We'll look ahead to. Well, we don't have to do that now because
let's do it now. We're gonna
Monday.
forget.
Well, they'll be playing that night. I don't think we'll forget, especially since that could still determine who
You'll
the Broncos
you'll
play.
screw it up.
All right, Houston and Pittsburgh. Houston's favorite.
We're all taking Houston
We're
anyway.
all taking Houston.
No one's taking Steelers.
No.
Okay.
Nobody's in Steelers.
All right, so
can't wait to watch that running game.
According
for
to
the
you,
Texans.
all right. So according to all of our picks,
good call.
According to all of our picks, Stoke, you say the Broncos will end up playing.
Texans.
Texans. Yes.
Is that who it would
That's
be?
the way you picked, and Mark and I have the Broncos playing the Chargers.
Oh, right.
Jags.
Okay.
All right.
I can't wait. Should be a great weekend.
That's Mark's nightmare, by the way. Mark's nightmare is that Houston.
I'm actually going to go with the
That
Chargers.
it's Broncos. No, that it's Broncos Houston.
Oh, yeah.
And then Houston runs for like 200 yards and beats the Broncos. And it'll all be Mark's fault.
Yeah. Mark worked with their lines. Now I think he's a consultant, something. He might be on their sideline for the game. He might be wearing Texas gear for the game.
Hey, listen,
right.
you know what? If they pay me, I'll be out there.
Stink, stink, stink.
Respect. Dover and Cecil with Richie Carney in for.
Hopefully Dover didn't hit anybody's car today.
Yes, everybody go check your bumpers. They're coming up next.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 1043 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello? You won't believe where I am. Are you running? Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
How about a simple New Year's resolution, one that even I could achieve? Reverse the clock on hair loss with Advanced Hair's simple one-day FUE treatment. You will feel more confident and more youthful when you witness your own natural hair growing into those places that have been balding or thinning for years. From Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology to their highly experienced team, there is no one I trust more in hair restoration. Their simple FUE treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and your new hair is backed by the Advanced Hair Guarantee. I know from personal experience, Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care makes your comfort and your results their top priority. Celebrate this new year with a fuller head of hair and get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR. Discover what meeting your resolution could look like with the before and after pictures at advancedhair.com.
This is Hall of Famer Terrell Davis here to tell you about my friends at Colorado Credit Union. Great plays start with a solid game plan, and the same goes for home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or